morning to everyone. That's it. Okay. So today is our second last unit. So I will explain about the composition. Okay. So unit 8 is composition. I already upload a video record, previous video recording, so you can have a look and see. You can just learn from communications from other students. Okay, the way they are explaining. So comes for unit 8 compositions, the learning outcome. You will be able to strategize the management, use the employee composition. So you need to know how the employee compositions can be strategized into human resource management. So later I will let you know how it's work. Then our second learning outcome, uh, components of composition. You need to know what are the components of compositions. Then how organization develop a wages and salary structure. Then basic issues, basic consideration in understanding benefit program, mandated benefit and non-mandated benefit. The last point will be issue in compensation and benefit. Okay, before that, what do you understand about compensations? Do you think compensations only view in terms of positive way only, or there is a different perspective as well? So what do you think?
Composition
can be monetary and non-monetary as well.
Yes, I know. Next.
Yeah, compensation should. Sorry, this one you can go. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Faster.
Compensation also includes the benefits, right? All the other additional benefits like your bonus, your medical cards, your
okay.
allowance.
My question is, compensations, are you looking just toward the positive perspective, or there is a other perspective for you to look into? That is my question.
Logically, it will be only the costing part, lah.
Costing pula. Okay. So next, yes, so
Sure. Doctor, sorry, thank you. Okay, I would like to share. Ideally, it should be viewed in a positive perspective. Because I think without a compensation, any business cannot, it cannot be run, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think ideally it should be looked in a positive perspective. Other than that, if it would be in what we call that negative perspective, or maybe the disadvantage, I would say it's basically it so much relate to the economic as well. My take will be, it should be viewed in a positive perspective, how we can balance it between the employee and the employer together with the business.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I like to listen the words of positive and negative perspective, because when you are talking about composition is not only looking into positive perspective. We have to look into negative perspective as well. Because when come for the termination part, if termination, human resource management, they are not terminate the employees like that. They also have a soft heart, have to look the employees' background, okay, their commitment as well. So what they will do, they will give compensation. So your view is only focusing into positive perspective. That's why I say you must experience all this. When you are experience this, then you know there is a positive advantages and disadvantages toward whatever that we are doing in our life. Okay, whatever that you are doing in your life, there is advantages and disadvantages for you. That's why in a compensations part also, we need to view in terms of positive and negative way. Can you understand now what I'm saying? Okay. So the next point, how will you define the benefit? So when you define about the benefit means you will think about rewards, incentive, things of value, which is monetary and non-monetary. So compensation is not only given as a monetary, but they also can rewarded you as a non-monetary. So these are the way they will compensate the employees in the organizations. They will give you reward. The reward can be money matter or can be certificate. Okay, incentive is mostly more to the money side, because incentive is something like rewarded based on your work. Okay, performance. I can give you examples like incentive. You know, so for the research track, I'm taking my own experience lah. What I'm facing now. So I'm in a uni resort, so I was parked in the full-time research track. So
Later I come back.
when I be full-time research track, I need to do publication, teaching as well. So when it comes for the publication matter, okay, when I come for the publication matter, once I publish my paper, but there is a requirements for that. I need to publish in Scopus or Web of Science or ERA. So these are the requirements that I need to fulfill. Once I fulfill this requirement, then I have to pass it to the management to get my incentive. So each paper, if I'm doing the paper with my PhD students, I will rewarded 4K. Okay, 4K. If the publication paper, if I'm doing with the master students, the master project or whatever that I'm doing with my students, just 2K. So these are the incentive will be rewarded to the research track. Okay, research track student. That's why I'm very, very particular when my students is doing their research. Okay, it's not easy to publish. It's not easy to publish in a Scopus Web of Science. They will looking into the quality of publication. So when you are doing your project paper, you will know what I'm saying. It's not easy. Okay, try to learn from the things that you all purchase from me. Then you will be able to understand what is research. Then all these will be counting toward your achievement at the end as a student now. When you're working in the organization, there is a different way you are getting your incentive. Any of you getting incentive? Any of you getting incentive? Tak ada. Tak ada satu orang pun yang dapat insentif. Semua kerja kat mana?
Ada sikit lah dapat phone insentif.
Insentif apa tu?
Telefon.
Oh, telefon I pun ada. Itu bukan insentif, itu like something allowance lah. Incentive is based on the performance.
Tak dapat insentif, bro.
Tak dapat, tak apa, saya bagi nanti. Saya bagi.
Pergi umrah,
Prof. Pergi umrah.
Oh, siapa yang pergi umrah? You.
Saya.
Okay.
Prof, doktor, insentif tu bonus ke?
Bukan, bonus lain, insentif lain. Insentif, every insentif depend to the performance kamu. For example, insentif dekat company ada every month. Macam education incentive itu berkaitan when comes for the publication, paper publication. So dalam satu tahun tu, how many papers that you can publish? Kalau you boleh publish 10 paper, then 10 paper tu dia ada harga dia sendiri. Dia ada value dia sendiri. Berapa? 4 ke atau 2? So you calculate lah 10 paper tu darat dengan 4,000. Contohnya 4,000 dah 10 paper. Dah berapa? 40K. You akan dapat insentif. Masuk dalam kamu punya salary.
Hi, doctor.
Ah,
The incentive normally, like for us, like me, is a project based. No, if you completed the project on time, okay, based on the timeline given, but it's not going to get for all. Only the senior management level, they will get a project incentive.
yeah, it's only getting by the principal of the project. Who
Exactly.
is the principal and leader of the project? Not everyone will getting that.
Not below that.
Okay, like this. In your project group, there's 5 people. Okay, just imagine 5 people in one group. So it's all depends to you whether you want to bring them having a belanja makan, treat them makan, or you want to give half from the incentive. It all depends to the leader. They are giving like that. They only pick it up only one person in the project. Then that person have to apply for the incentive. That incentive will goes to your salary. Then after that, it's up to you whether you want to delegate to your group members or don't want.
True. That one, yes, project incentive after completion we have.
Even my case in for the paper publication also same. Depends to me whether I want to give my student that money or I want treat them. It depends because their contributions only prepare the project paper, but my contribution is more than that. Have to do correction, have to submit, have to do amendment, everything, review their papers, everything. So my job is a lot rather than
Responsibility is
my
very high.
student's job.
Very high responsibility and the risk also there.
So it depends to us whether you want to delegate to your group members or you want to keep it up for yourself. It's all depends, but they have to understand. I mean, your group member have to understand. If your group member feel like it's unfair, then you have to do something. Maybe you can bring them as a treat, or you can ask them what you want.
True.
That is incentive. So some incentive every month they will get it, the incentive. It depends. I don't know what kind of incentive they will get it every month. Sure, masuk dalam salary diorang.
I think maybe like this monthly basis means based on maybe the sales and marketing team, maybe they might get.
For the marketing department, sales depends to the target incentive.
Yes, like no target, monthly target. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So that is the meaning of rewards, incentive, things of value. Things of value is monetary and non-monetary, even the certificates, all that. Okay, or they are ask you to travel, giving you flight ticket. All these are rewards for you. Okay, so this part understand. So just now I'm telling you what is compensation. So compensation is something like rewarded to the employee after they are looking into your performance, employee performance. Okay, can be internal, can be external as well. It all depends how they are rewarding to you. So that is the meaning of compensation. So compensation is not looking into positive perspective, but you have to look into negative perspective as well. Okay, understand? Clear?
Doctor, I have a question, doctor.
Yes.
How about MSS or VSS? Is it type of compensation also?
MSS and VSS itu bukan compensation, itu retirement punya ni kan.
Mutual separate scheme and what they call voluntary separate account.
Yeah, is it falls under compensation or is it different scheme?
No, that is different scheme. Compensation is different. Dia tak masuk. Okay, that is not compensation. Compensation is different. You punya case is different scheme.
I think compensation is for reward only, right?
Reward, incentive.
VSS is something like you want to fire the staff, you want to downsizing the company.
Downsizing, like that. Downsizing, terminations. Itu negative view. Itu negative perspective. Kalau positive, selalunya they will give rewards in terms of monetary and non-monetary. Just now Muhammad is asking the scheme, that is different scheme. Itu salah satu scheme yang masuk under welfare, employee welfare. Scheme yang you tu masuk under employee welfare. Kalau dia suka, dia boleh ambil. Kalau tak suka, tak apa. Macam tu. Okay?
Doctor,
Yes,
what
Kausalya.
does it mean by the psychological states under the intrinsic compensation? I mean, I understand the extrinsic regarding on monetary, but on the intrinsic portion, what does it mean that critical?
Psychology state.
Yeah,
Okay, psychology means is what? First of all, you need to understand what is psychology.
it's regarding to the mental health, is it?
Yes, exactly. So anything which is cost your mental abilities or disability or something like that, which is you can't perform, or they will categorize you which category you can perform or not be performed. So they will give it the compensation based on that. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Any question other than that? No, okay. So next point. So now come back to just now is compensation. If you are looking strategy compensation, it will be fall under a human resource strategy. Okay, so strategy is something that related to human resource practices and how the compensations is worked toward the competitive business strategy. So I will let you know one by one. That one is graph. Okay, so now look into the strategy decision and compensation practices. We have general and we have a specific. From the general part to specific. So the general one is strategy decision. When it comes for strategy decision, they will segregate into competitive strategy, human resource strategy, compensation strategy. You see, in a human resource management, we have a different strategy. Okay, not only one they are focusing, they have a different strategy, which is they will look into the specific matters. You get it what I say, all of you? So strategy tak boleh guna for the only one. Human resource, dia punya scope big, very big. The scope is very huge. So they have a different strategy for different department. So if you are taking human resource strategy, in a human resource strategy, they are looking in terms of recruitment and selection policy. We have a policy, you know. So that is the meaning here. Okay, so generally it's come from the strategy. After that, they go for the HR decision. So example, human resource strategy only can be used for the recruitment, selection, performance appraisal, compensation, and the training based on the competitive strategy. You get me what I say? Faham tak? Kalau tak faham, tanya. Faham? Faham, eh? Okay. So once they tackle this, after that they go for the compensation strategy. So first of all, they will do the strategy for human resource practices, which is recruitment, selection, performance appraisal, compensation, and training. After that, they selected the candidate itself. They will segregate the candidate levels, you know, I mean the entry levels of employee. They will try to segregate into seniority, merit pay, incentive pay, pay for knowledge, skill based pay, broad banding. Siapa nak bagi untuk broad banding, 2-tier pay structure. Ini semua they will segregate according to the level of employees position. Specific. You get me? Compensation is not given to everyone fairly. Okay, tak ada equalitarian. No equalitarian. You know what is the meaning of equalitarian? Pernah baca apa tu equalitarian theory? Ha?
Tak pernah, Prof. Tak pernah. Ni baru pertama kali I dengar.
Oh, equalitarian tu maksudnya kita tak boleh treat fairly. Semua orang tak boleh layan dalam tahap yang sama. Itu maksudnya equalitarian. kita ada Kantian teori, utilitarianism teori, semua ada. So that theory we cannot treat employees equally. Okay, kalau you nak tahu apa Kantian and utilitarian theory semua, saya ada publish satu paper yang berkaitan dengan teori yang I relate toward the cosmetology advertisement yang berkaitan dengan cosmetic product. You boleh baca artikel tu. Clear, I explain about the theory. So in this case, I can say egalitarian theory cannot be used because egalitarian, we cannot treat employees fairly, especially during pandemic time. Okay, during pandemic time, kita tak boleh bagi gaji sama rata kepada, sama kepada semua level. So from there itself, the theory will be implemented. Can you understand? Clear? Any question? No question. Cepat.
Clear, Pak.
Ada question? Tak ada.
What ada sikit. What are the factor that makes it different? Adakah sebab dia punya criticality of function ataupun apa?
Okay, different tu dari segi apa? You tanya pasal salary ke, payment ke apa?
Macam yang Prof kata tadi pasal kalau dalam pandemik tu kan, kita tak boleh nak treat all equals kan. Apa faktor yang menyebabkan dia berbeza-beza tu? Kenapa?
Okay,
Sebab kalau ikutkan without pandemic pun kita dah tahu dah all employee are different kan.
Okay, masa pandemic tu, okay, you see when the pandemic time, example dari segi, okay, I bagi example not related to the HR lah. In terms of saya bagi macam kosmetik, okay, kalau you ambil produk kosmetik during the pandemic, takkan kita nak bagi orang tu guna barang yang sama kepada all levels of employee. So kita tak boleh treat dari segi price, dari segi kecantikan orang tu. Then kita kena tengok sama ada dia tu Gen Y ke, Gen X ke, semua kena tengok. Sebab tu kita tak boleh treat fairly in terms of price. So if kita ambil during the pandemic itself for the organisation, kita tak boleh treat semua orang dengan memberi gaji yang sama. You see, for managerial level during the pandemic time, siapa di sini manager masa during the pandemic time, you punya gaji affected, lambat ke pembayaran atau sesiapa yang kena masa tu? Any of you?
Doctor, I'm not affected by the pandemic, but I have the one that you mentioned earlier. It is about the personalized based on the individual KPI. So the management, the top management decided based on the individual KPI.
So that's why you can put it this one of the examples that we cannot treat all the employees equally. That's why the egalitarian theory is involved in terms of KPI. Okay, Zul. Okay, faham Zul?
Faham. Thank you, Prof.
So you boleh ambil contoh dari segi KPI performance, kita tak boleh treat everyone sama. Managerial performance dia lain kriteria dia. So dia punya pembayaran gaji pun lain. So during the pandemic time, you see during the pandemic time, manager akan lebih kerja lebih masa daripada employee yang lain. Faham? Okay.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay. So the next point will be, this is like a structure of strategy composition system. So how the, okay, extrinsics is something like external, you know. Inter is something like internal. So how the external compositions worked, and internal nothing much, because it's all depends to the management in the organization, how they decided for the employees. So you can have a look this strategy compensation system. Okay, now, so you can see the difference between wages and salary. So most of us know wages is like referring to the hourly job. Okay, those who are working for hourly, part-time, they will pay wages because they pay according to the hour. Salary is different. Salary they will pay based on time and monthly payment. Okay, this part can you understand, right? What is the difference between wages and salary? Any questions for this part?
Understand.
Okay, what about maturity curve? Any of you like to say about maturity curve? What is maturity curve?
This is the pay raise, eh?
Huh? Macam mana ni?
This is the pay raise, right?
Yearly pay rate.
Prof, kira macam wages ni kita panggil dalam bahasa Melayu upah lah. Salary kita panggil gaji lah, betul?
Upah. Wages ni upah, salary ni lain. Salary tu gaji. Bahasa Melayu. Okay, maturity curve?
So it is the
increment gaji kot.
Increment, yes.
Baca betul-betul. Bukan
ikut kontrak,
increment.
ikut kontrak, Prof. Meaning after annually ke macam mana? Kan?
Okay, saya tanya Wan. Do you think shareholder akan terima monthly salary?
No, they receive by termly.
So they shareholder will be called as a maturity curve. Faham? Senang saja. Saya tak banyak cakap pun. Saya cakap shareholder. Because shareholder, diorang akan they will receive their payment of salary not like other employees every month. Depends to them. They will get annually sometimes. Sometimes they will get the percentage of the profit. Okay, simple. So they will be called as a maturity curve. Okay, understand? And one more thing, maturity curve also can be draw based on the wages and salary. Pernah tengok maturity curve macam mana? Dia punya graph.
Pernah.
Pernah kan? Dia
Tak pernah.
Tak pernah?
Belum tengok.
Tak pernah,
Belum
Prof. Tak
pernah
pernah.
lagi.
Okay, sekarang kalau ada masa you Google and tengok maturity curve untuk salary and wages. You boleh nampak gambar tu macam mana maturity curve. Takkan saya nak tunjuk. Nanti saya tak boleh ajar dah. Okay, so the next point will be how do you determine what to pay, all that. So employees will determine our pay based on the job evaluations. Okay, so from the job evaluation itself, they know for the entry level how much have to pay, for the seniority how much have to pay, and for the middle levels, those who are entering into the organization, how much have to pay. So job evaluation based on the performance of the employees, how they are performing in the organization. That is the meaning of that. When it comes for the job evaluation, based on the job description, okay, based on the job description. So classification system, what is classification system? Based on the grade. You know, the public sectors people, they have a grade. So the grade is based on the salary range. Minimum is how much, maximum is how much. Do you see any of government salary schedule when you are applying job?
Oh my God!
Hidden.
Huh?
Oh,
Any
doctor,
of
do
you?
you mean like the B12?
Yeah, it's depends to the grade. Some government sector they have N50, okay, D50. Okay, so it's the salary is based on the grade. For example, N15 pegawai diplomatic. Example, pegawai diplomatic. So minimum is how much, maximum is how much. So that is classification system. Okay, point system. Any of you, your company is doing the point system?
Yes, we have in the school.
Which one? The point system?
So, for example, if the work that required outside your job scope, they will have the merit for you to get the extra pay. So, for example, we organize the Christmas party, for example, right? So it's a volunteer basis. So the employee who interested to become a committee, so they will get extra merit and get extra pay by the end of the month.
So it means the point is based on like if you are performing poorly, you will get 1 or 2. If you are
No,
highly perform, get 3. Like that.
no, they don't actually minus the point. They will give you extra if you do the extra work. For example, it's very easy example for the well-being group. So we need the organizer, right? So the person who's volunteer to become a committee for the well-being group, they will receive the merit. We call it merit.
Oh, okay, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so those who are performing the extra role of the job that located by the manager, they will be rewarded higher points, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that is the point system. Okay, so the next one will be pay for knowledge and skill-based pay. Okay, so we all know pay for knowledge means is based on your background qualifications. Okay, for example, if you have bachelor, so the pay based on your bachelor qualification. If you have a master and a PhD, then the pay is based on your knowledge, which part. But skill is different. Skill will be like, for example, you have an extra certificate in a technical or any skills that you are learned for the field itself, they can give you extra payment. For example, from the salary itself, they can give you like 500 for your skill, for your new skills for the field. So can you understand now what is pay for knowledge? What is skill-based pay? Any question? So ada sesiapa yang dapat skill-based pay kat sini, extra money? No, tak ada.
Doktor nak sikit tak, Doktor?
Boleh.
Based on your opinion, maybe some research done in Malaysia especially, macam mana kita punya skill-based pay?
Macam mana? Maksud kamu macam mana tu?
Trend dekat Malaysia lah. Most of the time, people go for knowledge-based kan?
Selalunya pada in my opinion, skill-based pay always is for those who are working in an automotive, mechanical field, engineering field. Yes, they have this pay. If in an organization, I'm not think so. Unless you have a computer, for example, you have an advanced skill in the computer, it depends to the company whether they want to give or not. But if you are taking like a technical field, engineering or something offshore, okay, they have a skill-based pay because they required a new skills for them to proceed their job in Malaysia. Okay, Saiful?
All right, Doctor, thanks.
Okay, what about others? Do you have any question?
Certain organisation bayar technical allowance. Contohnya, if you are in IT technical team, you will get extra allowance.
Yes. Depends pada company also. Sometimes SME company diorang tak akan bagi. Diorang kata itu termasuk salary kamu lah. Just cut cost. You know, right? HR is always cut costing person. So if they want to ignore certain things, they can say whatever they want. Okay.
Unless doctor, they put in the handbook.
Unless they have an employee handbook, they indicated clearly, then you can fight for it.
Then can I add on?
Yes, sure.
For skill-based pay, I think the most profession that have this kind of pay, I think it's in medical line good because we can see for the doctor pakar they have different pay,
Yes.
and then
That's
for
right.
nursing they have a different pay. If you are in operation theatre, you have extra allowance. If you are infection control, then you
Yes,
have
yes.
a
I,
different
I,
allowance.
I saw this in my bill when I admitted in the hospital. So I saw all these for the operation specialist doctors. Their pay is very different. Okay. So yeah. So the skill is based on the field that you are joining. Sure, they have located for the skill-based pay. Okay, now look into wage and salary administration. Okay, wage and salary administration means how the HR, they have a HR payroll who is handling the process of salary and wages. So not HR manager will do that. They only checking the employees, but the administrations will be handled by the HR payroll person. So HR payroll person, okay, HR payroll person, they will managing the wages and salary structure. Okay, so they are the one doing that to ensure that every month employee will get the salary accordingly. Okay, so that is the meaning here. So now comes to this part. What do you understand about pay secrecy? According to this picture, what do you understand?
I think in my organization, we don't tell anyone about our increment. It's gonna be PNC.
Yes. So pay secrecy means you as an employee, at the same time HR also cannot reveal any pay of the employees to anyone. So you as an employee do not share your salary, any increment or bonuses to your employee. Okay, to other employee, it will be really at the end you will facing a problem if you
Prof.
are sharing your salary increment bonuses, because not everyone is good. Okay, in the organization, not everyone can be your friend. Okay, so
Understand,
those who
Prof.
are pertaining themselves like a friend will give you a behind step at the end. Okay, so be careful. Yes.
Nak tanya sikit kan. Okay. This has been a very hot discussion lah. I believe during the older generation okay, secrecy ni they will respect it lah. And then as we know, HR is part of the company. They are bounded by maybe certain policy or act that they have to keep it secret. Okay. As for the newer latest generation ni, to them, they are not supposed to keep it secret because to them, this is just a way for the organization to keep pushing ataupun maybe to keep the limit of the salary so that the employee won't compare with each other. What do you think about this? Actually boleh ke ataupun tidak, ataupun is just ethic or non-ethical view only on this secrecy among employee lah?
Non-ethical lah, unethical lah, cannot be ethical.
Doctor, but I have this view personally. Like there's a pro and cons about the secrecy.
Okay.
For example, right? So we can actually announce for this person got higher increment because they're performing well. It's as a motivation to other employee to follow the steps. You know what I mean? Then the organization who keep the secret is actually not practice the transparency. This means everybody didn't tell anyone, right? They can always manipulate in terms of the salary scheme. You know what I mean?
For the salary part, nobody will be agree with your points because they need to keep secrecy among everyone.
What is
Salary part,
justification?
other if documentation, it depends what kind of documentation.
No, I mean the justification why they need to keep secret.
For the salary matter,
Yes.
we all know what is the what is the reason they are keeping the salary.
Can
Everyone
I
should
ask
know. Yes, Ridwan.
in the sense of secrecy,
Hmm.
we as a manager need to have bukan as a kita kena tengok staff based on dia punya performance. Kita tak boleh value dia punya cara kerja tu based on dia punya gaji. Sebab kalau kita belajar SHRM ni kita kena buat performance appraisal, right?
Yes,
So
then why we need to keep
during
a
the
secret?
performance appraisal, we scared they're going to be a bias once we know how much they pay for the staff.
Okay,
So
everyone know about this bias, everyone knows. So, Atika, I didn't feel that management have to talk about this to the employee. Even you as an employee are able to understand why we have to keep our pay secretly. So they will not reveal what's the reason, all that. If they tell that reason means, employees will not agree.
Doctor, I
Sometimes
have a case study. I have a case study for my employment, in my current employment. So, for example, our school advertised the job in the job street, right? So they put the salary around 12 to 15K for that new managerial position. So it's not secrecy, but everybody's know about that. Then what happened for the what we call it previous manager, the older manager who been elected earlier, they don't get that high salary. You go what I mean? So they will get around 8,000, 9,000, but the newest manager they will get around 12K minimum to 13K to 15K. So this is what we mean why we need to keep a secret for this. I mean, this is my personal view.
Any managers here can answer, Atika's. Do you feel that it should be revealed and it should be explained, justified by the management?
Certain manager they require certain skill. That's why the pay range are
No, for
different.
this case, they are doing the lesser job than the existing manager. So that's mean we actually have this discussion with HR,
Yes.
but they couldn't find the solution. They say like they will review back the salary, but the thing is they already exposed the salary in the job street. So we as an employee like we know it for the newest manager they will cut salary around 15K. So compared to the previous one, it's going to be lesser than 15K. This is what I mean. The company should justify clearly why this position needs to have 15K, rather than if you look at the job description they provide in the job street, it's not it just like we can actually know this is not worth of 15K salary. This is my
Okay,
view.
no, Atika, I understand what you are saying. Actually, this case, not only in yours, this one, even in a job street itself, most of the company is revealing like that for the position, which is, I feel like we should not pay that much for that position, and the job description is not a very huge. Okay, but they are still giving that, and it's very questionable to everyone. Not only you, even me, I also facing this. Then when I'm asking to HR itself, HR is answered to me that it's all based to the management's decision. We can't say what is the reason they are doing this. So there's no justification from HR so
Agree.
far, but only that we can understand they are not doing that job description. There is other things which is make the person who are handling that position there is a different job which is can cause the risk for them. That's why the pay is very high. Do you think management is simply paying 15K, 16K like that for the simple job? Sure, there
Right.
is a behind
Yes. Yes, we
issues.
have this politic issue happen. So this is why I think the best solution it is the employee didn't tell the exact number in the job street, so that everybody not questioning the
Yeah,
decisions making.
they suppose ignore that part. They cannot reveal that salary range. No need to tell. Maybe they want to attract. Maybe they want to know which candidate. They try to collect all the resumes. So if like you and me, of course,
Yeah, but
looking
doctor,
RM 15K and 16K, wow, I
doctor
want to
is
apply this job.
Doctor, it's happened in my school because the salary based on the UK, because we are the British school, so this is not ringgit Malaysia. So the
They
salary
using
minimum,
USD.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why. So that's why they are for me, they no need to do that actually. If you're really looking for someone, just put in the job description and what are the requirement you got. When comes for the salary means you can talk to them personally, right? So that is my opinion, but I don't know why certain people, when they are advertising, they are putting there the salary range, everything. I also don't know.
I think my HR department need to go for training.
Yeah, we asked the HR to go training. Yeah, not only your department, even all organization is like that. Very few lah. But now they change already their tactic. So I think your organization have to change. Maybe they are overseas people. Their mentality is not like a Malaysian people. Malaysian people is keep on asking why you are revealing all this. But overseas is different. They will pay according to what they are indicated in the job. They will not nego. Then it's easy for you. They are very straightforward, open heart to approach something. That is overseas style. They are very open heart, and they are very openly approach everything.
Not all overseas.
Not all ini ada lah.
I
But
think Malaysian company also is quite good right now.
Faizal, for me, Malaysian company is not like a overseas company. I can say like that. Open heart, depan saja. Okay, yes, your idea is very good. I will accept it. But when it comes for the implementation, Malaysia is not doing that implementation.
100% agree, doctor.
See,
I'm not,
Kanishan is there,
I'm not
100% agree with what I say. So, I'm facing this. Malaysian attitude and culture different than overseas people. The approaches, Malaysian people kalau nampak, okay, I beritahu case yang tak boleh you feel like geli, all this. But overseas people, they are approaching that. Kalau you ambil case yang Malaysian people tak boleh buat, you try to see apa yang Malaysian punya culture tak boleh. Even dalam Islamic perspective also you tak boleh. Tapi overseas is not like that. They are approaching all sense.
Faisal lah. Nanti nak apply tempat Faisal kerja.
Come. So far, okay.
Okay, siapa tu? Faizal. Faizal punya company. Okay, so you just look into how their approaches, their approaches is really like everything okay, fine, good. We
So
can do.
doctor, as a conclusion, so when we advertise the job in the social media, in the apps, so the HR shouldn't put the numbers there.
Yes. That is my opinion. I think everyone have that kind of perspective and opinion also. Do not reveal, the salary range, minimum, maximum. You personally talk to them. That is our opinion. But still, I'm not think so. Malaysian, maybe your company is doing that, but other company in Malaysia, they will not do that. I'm not think so. So I think
Yeah, but if you look at the job street, doctor, most of the company they reveal the salary. They will tell you how much is the maximum.
Yes, exactly. So when I, I also facing this when I attend the interview, I'm asking why you are revealed the salary range, but when you are communicating with me, that is not exactly what you are revealing in the job street. I'm asking this question to HR, all laughing, just smiling and telling all these are tactic lah, like that. All these are a technique for them. I say this is like very, very unethical behavior you're doing. People is looking the salary range to come to the job. Do you think people just come for the interview, just get a job and go without low salary, just for purpose of low salary? No, nobody is looking for the low salary. So their tactic is very simple, Nuratika. You have to understand one only concept. Their concept is very simple. They are looking for someone who really have a skill, qualification, educations, and perfectly their experience fit to their position. They won't even mind about the salary that they are indicated in the job street. So when they see the person, so they are trying to nego because they know that person is really needed the job. So they nego like a very little only, beratus sahaja. Okay. But then the person will do more than that. They will go extra mil to complete the task because the person capability. That's why they are just putting that a salary range to attract a candidate.
Correct. Attract the words.
That's it. Very simple concept. You need to
Yeah,
understand.
but in my school, they're not allowed to give the false information. So what they mention in the job street is what they have to give. So at least we know like that particular position they got a higher pay compared for the oldest manager. But we've been discussed about it, but there's no solution. So they decided not to reveal the salary range in the job street anymore.
Good. If they decided like that, at least they have a brain to think. Okay, so now look into the pay comprehensions and pay intervention. So what is the pay comprehensions? It's based on the level of experience and performance. So they will comprise according to employees who have different levels of experience and performance. So they will pay according to their experience. If pay intervention is based on the market price. Okay. Just remember based on the market price. For this qualification, the market price is already, that's why most of HR, they already do the market research. When they are doing the market research, they will identify each person's job and position. Why? All organization, they have to do market research. Okay, they need to know the competitive advantage, how much is given by the competitors. So they will take it that and paying to our local people. So that is pay intervention based on the external market research and the changes that happening. Okay, understand? Okay,
Yes,
now
understand.
come for the mandated benefit. Okay, mandated benefit is something like which is very, very important for the employees, and the managements have to giving this for the employees welfare. So unemployment insurance, give me example of unemployment insurance.
EIS.
EIS.
Yes, I wanted to type EIS. Yes. So unemployment insurance is EIS. Okay, EIS, the purpose is when you are losing your job. Okay, so when you are losing job, you can apply in Precaso to get monthly. That is not much, around 600. Okay, I don't know now how much. Okay, when during the pandemic itself, they created the EIS. Okay, during the pandemic time, they have created this, and most of employees losing their job and they are trying to get the money, but that money only for few months. Okay, So most of them struggle during the pandemic. That's why I'm telling this. The organizations have to make a strategy before and after pandemic. You need to do a strategy in terms of compensations, in terms of salary revise, everything you need to come up with the strategy because it will help the employees welfare, security, the protections will be given to the employee. But most of the HR, I don't know what the hell they are doing in the company. They never come out they never draft it. 9 o'clock start the job until 6 o'clock. They are just, I don't know what they are doing. Talking, simply key in, only that job. Never think to come out something to help the organization and employee. You are renamed as a HR director, HR manager, but what is your contributions? I really can't understand until now. There's no solution at all.
For me, Prof, that depends of the motivation of the people. For some worker, they're motivated by salary or money. There's no thing about the company performance or what. Only wait end of the month and get best salary. That's all.
Itu salah siapa, Faiz?
Itu
Every
salah
month,
sendiri.
sebagai seorang employee, kamu yang terima salary every month, apa pemikiran kamu? Dapat salary cukup lah, everyone tutup mulut je. Itu siapa salah?
Itu
Salah
Malaysian
sendiri, Prof.
mentality, doktor.
Itu
Most of
Malaysian mentality, our
Tapi
mentality.
kebanyakan 98% saya jumpa memang macam tu. Kalau semua
98%.
kalau semua berfikiran macam doktor cakap, macam Prof cakap tadi, kita nak maju ke company, saya rasa company-company sekarang sudah berjaya dalam Malaysia.
Faiz mesti fikir macam tu. Itu saya kata. Like me, when I'm entering into any institution, I will make sure my institution get profit because of me. Contribution that I'm giving, doesn't matter which level you are. Tutup mulut kamu, buat kerja dengan betul-betul, pastikan kamu nampak yang performance kamu tu outstanding to them. Do like that. Tak ada orang yang buat macam tu. Asyik fikir, management tak encourage, management tak motivate. Benda-benda macam tu, management memang tak akan motivate kita. Kalau dia motivate, maksudnya dia takut tahu you akan beri costing for them. They don't want any costing from you. They only want things which is not costing. So you think about it, apa yang tak memberi costing pada mereka? So this one, our Malaysian mentality tak boleh berubah punya. So we can't do anything. Only your individual self have to think about it. What do you want to do?
Pada pandangan saya, Prof, ada beza between career and job. So bila kita dah jadikan satu pekerjaan kita sebagai career atau kita bagi kerjaya, so kita kena fikir kita punya performance of our company. Tapi kalau kita masih anggap kerja kita ni sebagai kerja, so kita tunggu time punch out lah nanti.
Itu je lah.
But Doctor, I have this view. I think the company, because most of the mentality is very like a comfort zone. So maybe the company actually can encourage employee by, I mean, the point that you mentioned earlier, giving the merit or giving the extra compensations for the extra job. Maybe the company can do something about that. That's why everybody just like in the comfort zone. It doesn't want to do anything rather than just coming to work and do bare minimum and get the salary by end of the month.
So
some addition, kita punya JTK, tenaga kerja, Jabatan Tenaga Kerja dan tenaga kerja kita, dia terlalu defense pada pekerja berbanding majikan. Macam tadi Prof ada bagi contoh EIS kan. EIS untuk kerja yang diberhentikan. Dia kena EIS ni kalau pekerja buat tuntutan pada pengeso mengenai kenapa sebab diberhentikan, kalau pengeso siasat dan pengeso menangkan pekerja, silap-silap kita juga yang kena denda sebagai majikan. Bukan senang kita bekerja nak dapat EIS kecuali company betul-betul tutup. Itu pun tutup dan tak mampu bayar baru EIS akan tolong. EIS akan bagi dia, tapi kalau kita tutup tapi mampu bayar kita kena juga. Atau kita pecat dia. Kita pecat dia dengan alasan malas. JPK tak ada terima jawapan alasan malas.
Alasan malas tu tak
But remember, we always have the merit in HR. The previous classes that we actually learned before. How do we do the KPI? How can we evaluate the employee? Do you remember? So when the package so come and inquiry investigate about this, we can always show the evidence based on the KPI. It's very easy. It's a very low legal assessment, but it's definitely if the company doing the right thing, it should be no problem for the company side.
Okay, do you think this EIS are good for the employees? Faiz, you
Good.
rasa?
EIS memang bagus untuk pekerja. Dia kalau macam company kita tutup, jadi dia sementara dia cari kerja lain, dia akan dapat allowance tak silap saya daripada esok.
Tapi EIS dia kata orang yang kena pecat pun boleh ni.
Tak, dia kena pecat. Tak ada lah. Dia akan siasat. Dia akan bersiasat. Tapi selalunya memang
just to make correction lah, EIS kalau pekerja kena pecat pun dia still entitled to claim the EIS.
Itu yang dulu kena ni. Ada yang apply sebab tu EIS.
The main reason because kena buang kerja regardless of what reason. And then
tapi yang EIS ni diperkenalkan masa pandemic time yang kena buang sebab company tak boleh operate. That's why they can claim. Lah berapa banyak dia orang boleh claim? 600 je. Bukan banyak, 600 sampai berapa bulan you boleh guna. Tapi kebanyakan rumah tangga tu roboh tau sebab this pandemic.
Macam sekarang pun EIS macam ada. Okay, contoh macam kalau kita buat satu situation, kita pecat pekerja kan. Okay, kita pecat pekerja dan pekerja tu buat tuntutan pada pekeso EIS. Apa sebab kita pecat dia? Kita tak bagi alasan apa, pekerja malas. Pekerja tak fikir pasal perkembangan syarikat. Tak logik. I just want to share. Saya ada satu pekerja. Saya ada satu pekerja sebelum ni. Dia ni kuat lawan tau. Suka lawan bos tau. Dia ni. Saya ni. Tapi yang dia unik sikit pekerja ni, dia ada buat diary tau. Setiap kali dia buat kerja, contoh 10 pagi dia buat apa? Dia tulis. 11 pagi dia buat apa? 12 dia buat apa? Kadang dia ambil gambar apa kerja yang dia buat. So tapi perangai dia suka lawan bos, lawan majikan.
Dia majikan tak suka kalau you lawan dia pecat.
Tak suka. Tapi bila kita pecat dia ugut kita, dia akan bawa dia punya jadual untuk defend diri dia dekat JTK. So Prof rasa siapa akan menang kat hal ni?
Pekerja lah yang menang sebab dia ada bukti. Takkan majikan yang menang.
Faiz, can I ask a question? Then why the majikan pecat that pekerja?
Sebab dia cakap dia macam
dia lawan. Kalau pekerja macam dia jenis
actually the employee done a good job. The thing is he or she likes to against the boss. That's the problem.
Against the management
the boss
team.
Don't the boss doesn't like if you are against them. So whatever you are doing
your hierarchy.
Whatever you are doing a good also, the management will look you in a bad perspective because they don't like you against them.
So do you mean the discipline problem?
Yes, disciplinary problem. Can say behavior problem lah.
Yes,
not discipline, behavior problem. It means he doesn't know where should be control emotions. Apa? Masa you belajar OB, you tahu apa tu OB.
Based on Faiz punya case ni, Cik Faiz punya case ni kan. Okay, pekerja ni dia ada record track of dia punya kerja whatsoever. Tapi behavior ataupun attitude ni management tak boleh nak terima kan. Jadi kita nak pecat tu, boleh ke kalau kita tanya semula what the company has done atau take action to mitigate ataupun rectify the problem. Maybe kerja bagus tapi attitude ataupun behavior tu yang tak bagus. Tapi apa yang tak buat?
Zul ada belajar OB tak?
Tengah belajar.
tengah belajar, attitude dengan behavior lain tau, dia punya
Yes, yes.
definition. You jangan campurkan dua-dua. Attitude lain, behavior lain.
Saya rasa Prof kena belajar psikologi lah. Behavior dia tak boleh ubah. Dia ditentukan dia
Faiz,
tak boleh
saya
ubah. Dia
ni
born with.
Faiz, saya ni major OB lah, PhD saya. Of course lah saya tahu dia punya ni.
Dia tak boleh ubah lah Prof.
You kena tahu that part because attitude got lot things dia. Saya pun lupa hari tu baru saya ajar.
Prof, I just to share, kadang bila saya buka interview kan, so kita ambil apa profile data kita punya ni lah, orang yang mohon ni semua kan. Selalu saya tengok lah, kalau macam orang-orang yang bermasalah ni, dia datang pada family, broken family kan, daripada
You cannot say broken family lah. Sometimes dia physical, dia mentally is disturbed also.
So macam tu lah. So kita bila tengok orang-orang bermasalah, selalu dia datang daripada problem-problem macam ada no family support kan. So dia jadi masalah. Jadi orang macam ni kita nak ubah.
Generalize, bro.
Macam ni kita nak ubah.
Don't generalize that. I came from a broken family as well.
I mean broken with support lah. Broken with support lah.
Siapa broken family?
I came from a broken family. So,
oh, help me.
But please don't generalize that.
Cannot. But don't say broken family. Maybe
talking
like
so
that,
as a conclusion for the this situation, right, for the behavior problem, so the company should give the warning letter before they terminate the staff, or they just should immediately terminate.
Honest speaking, if you are showing your behavior to the management, sorry to say there's no warning. Because management, they don't like workers who are against or showing big hate to them. Even though you are very good enough, you are contributing to the organization, they don't even look your positive things that you've done. They only pick it up the negative things. They want someone who are humble, down to earth. That kind of attitude, that kind of behavior of the employee, then they will be living longer with the organization. So if I give you this warning letter, okay, the management, okay, I'm a management, you are against my words, and I'm just for the sickness of your background, broken family or whatever family you are, I feel like I have a soft heart, so I'm warning you and giving you a letter. But inside my heart, when I'm looking you all the time, I feel like, ayo, dah cakap dengan orang ni pun, I feel like I don't like to talk because management is like that, management don't like people who are against the words. So I give you warning letter because saya tengok background kamu macam mana. So kalau benda tu berulang, sebab behavior you need to change. You as an individual have to change. Bukan saya bagi warning letter you change. You tak akan change punya. I can say you will not change. So all these are the conclusion that I can do. Giving warning letter or not giving warning letter, behavior should be changed by the individual. You should know who you are talking. You know you are talking with the management. Why not you down your tone? You know they are management. They are the one is paying salary to you. Why should you rise up? So you as a workers need to understand. Kan, you know right, ada orang Melayu macam mana, masa bercakap dengan orang tak boleh tinggikan suara dengan cara yang sopan santun. So benda tu everyone have to follow. Tengok situation lah, tengok situation. Okay?
Doctor, I have this issue in my school as well. There's one, but she's resigned already. So she's a manager. She's very strong. Personality is very strong, and she's very smart as well. So what happened? Because the way how they're dealing with the staff who's not performs, is a bit harsh. So it's not 100% her fault. So she tried her best to not to terminate that staff. But when you are not performing after you transfer the department, they happen many times. Unless then she's have chat with the top management that she decided the company not doing the good job, then she's deserved the better company, so she left. It's a very good. I mean, it's not necessarily the employee fault. Sometimes the company, the top management itself, need to be very smart and know how to handle the stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of second on that point as well, because sometimes the behavior came, it's not like at one spot of the time, that's that it has been accumulated, or maybe it just burst that time. So I get the point where we have to control behavior and all, but maybe we have to also look at the extent of the situation. Maybe that they have been discussing about these issues for longest time. So it's not 100% employees' fault.
Yes,
I would feel
exactly.
that.
Yes, exactly. I will agree. Sometimes we also like feel as an employee penalized by them, manipulated by the management. So when that kind of situation, you also have a feeling, you have a feeling, you have an emotion. Sometimes the anger is just pop out, So you are not meant to do that, but the things you can't control. So we can't blame anyone in this situation. Hopefully, the management should understand employees' emotions, feeling, everything. Why this person is talking? Why not the management call personally the employee and talk to them? Why you always against my words? This is not good. You can advise them because you are management. If you know he's a good performance of the company, why not you call and talk to the person? Okay, sure, maybe he can change his behavior. Who knows? After advice by the respective person, dia respect dia punya words ke, dia boleh change. It all depends lah. Okay, so that is unemployment insurance. Kalau nak dengar
Boleh change
story,
ke, Prof? Boleh change ke, Prof? Punya kajian
Usually tak boleh lah. Usually tak boleh. From my experience, tak boleh pun nak tukar behavior. The behavior is based on people punya behavior, It's how they act, how they behave in terms of macam nak kerja ni, for them, maybe for them kerja ni just for dia punya not for needs tau.
itu tak boleh cakap macam tu.
Saya kalau buat tesis, Prof, saya rasa saya nak ambil tajuk ni lah. Mengkaji
Behavior.
sifat kerja.
Same with me. Sebab I dah buat
Betul.
banyak pekerja, perangai sama.
Buat
Okay,
case
noted.
study.
So for this one, so if the behavior cannot change, but we can actually manage the behavior as the management part.
Agree lah, manage boleh lah, manage.
Tapi
true.
you see, behavior can be changed by the individual. Bukan sebab okay, you jadi jahat. What is the factors make you become a wrong person? There is a factors.
Suka-suka. Maybe
Suka-suka, influenced by friend, environmental. So all these are factors. Peers, parents, family, itu adalah factor. Tapi perubahan tu boleh buat. Changes can be made by the individual. Depends pada individual. What you are thinking. Kalau you degil sangat, you kata saya memang lahir macam ni, saya tak akan buat macam tu. Benda tu akan berlarutan. Kalau orang cakap pun you tak akan ikut. Kalau you duduk fikir sendiri, kenapa I macam ni, kenapa saya sepatutnya kena macam ni, benda tu akan berubah. Behavior boleh change. Siapa kata behavior tak boleh change? Attitude sahaja tak boleh change because it's all under personality, semua masuk. Attitude. Behavior boleh change.
Agree. Singa tak boleh jadi kucing, Prof.
You jadi, kalau boleh you jadi harimau lah, paling senang.
Singa boleh jadi, tak boleh jadi kucing.
Kucing janganlah, better jadi harimau ke apa-apa yang garang sikit. Okay, So now go for the social security. So a mandated benefit for the social security, I can give example KWSP. Okay, so KWSP is one of the security for the employee when they are in the retiring age. Okay, there's that money. You can get it when your age is 50, when your age is 55, when your age is 60. Okay, so that's why employee have a account one. Account one is goes to employer, account two is employee. So they all doing this for the purpose of carrying the employees welfare. Okay, so workers' compensation is based on the insurance that covered by the organization. So example like disability, employee yang disability masa bekerja tu dia akan dapat 25K. Depends to the organization. Berapa dia nak bagi. Okay. So setiap organisation dia ada dia punya hierarki sendiri. Okay, saya tak tahulah company-company kamu semua tu macam mana, ada tak worker compensation untuk illness, untuk accident ke atau disability? Mesti ada. Semua company mesti ada.
Ada. Ada
Ah,
no prudential.
jangan dah tahu ada lepas tu sengaja buat nak dapatkan compensation tu. Okay.
But doctor, in my school, they have this one system like you can subscribe to contribute like 50 ringgit for one term. So it's like a duit kutu. Like you compo, everybody contribute the money. But if anything happen, one of the subscriber, so that money will contribute to that person. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I got, but this is not under compensation. Tak ada kena mengena dengan management. Compensation is something like decided by the management.
But it's run by HR.
Ini HR tak ada duit lah. Actually, tak boleh tahu. Itu bukan under compensation. Tak ada. Itu semua, it's like a gift. Diorang sendiri come up with that kind of plan. There's no plan like that.
That one is personal, right?
That is personally, no HR is doing that.
I was surprised when I first joined the company. They asked me to fill in the form. They said this is for the emergency contributions from the
So
company.
it's mean, Nuratika, it's mean the management is the one telling to the HR to do that because management don't have money. There is no budget
have
location.
Money. They have money, but they just kedekut, doctor.
Kalau kedekut sangat.
Wow, so direct.
Tak pernah saya dengar this kind of kutu all that. How can you
What kind of
it's
company
not this is not under HR strategy,
Okay,
Tak
doctor.
ada
So
company.
to be fair, so we have a lot of support staff like cleaner, like guard. So who have salary below 2,000. So for this is the wellness, for the welfare, well-being that company contribute to the staff. So these kind of people, they are actually receive very low salary. So the only reason, for example, they have kematian, like a family kematian anak mati, for example, right? So this money actually can help them to go to settle their problem. So this is, I think, personally, I think it's very good initiative from the company itself because it's help for the lower ranking staff, like a cleaner, like domestic staff, like
See,
the
they
guard
indicated
people.
in the handbook.
Yes, it's part of the SRHM in our company.
Not all companies implemented. It depends to the company. As I told you, all the strategy depends to the management and the HR. They decided what they want to do for the company to make it their cost is not run. Something like that. Memang tak wujud dalam labor law all this.
So if we don't have this, how can the company help the workers who have the problem in the financial problem?
It's the companies will located their own self. They have their budget toward that. They will not do these kind of things.
But doctor, we have like 500 people working in the company.
500 is less. You just imagine 1,000, 2,000, 3,000
Then
workers.
I wonder how can HR actually do this kind of like a well-being things for the staff who receive
That
the
one I cannot answer because I don't know what is HR talking to the management, what is management talk to the HR. Is their plan, both of them. Okay, I don't have any idea for that, but these kind of things never in my experience, I tell you, I never see this kind of this kind of strategy. Tak pernah. Ada tak orang lain semua pernah dekat company kamu semua?
Never. In corporate life,
Never.
never.
Honest speaking, never and never.
That's why I'm wondering which
Yeah,
company
never.
Never.
So I'm working with the international school. Maybe this
International
is
school.
part, yeah, this is part of the well-being group initiative. Maybe it's part of the well-being group initiative because to be fair, so they have a huge gap salary between the staff. The staff receive like up to 50K for 1 month. They have a staff who receive 2K in 1 month. So because of this huge gap for the salary, so the company decided if you are baik hati, if you're very kind, you can actually contribute in the reserve of fund to help another co-worker. I think this is the idea.
Maybe that
This
company.
masuk dia, this kind of idea, yes, God. In my institution, anyone pass away, I mean the employee passed away, they will collected money from hers. It's part of we call sumbangan. Sumbangan, yes, betul ada. But well-being incentive means they will located, I mean the management will do strategy and located the money from the company.
Now, Doctor, we have that too, but this is the extra money that the lower ranking staff will receive as well.
Okay, okay, Noratika, maybe your company is implemented.
I think it's enough lah.
Yes, I need to finish my slide. You all
Yes,
have to do
please.
presentation. Please allow me. Okay, now next point will be
Sesi
non-mandated.
berkongsi. Sesi
Ayo,
berkongsi.
kalau I minta berkongsi, I tak perlu ajak. You all berkongsi. I know. There is many things you can explain. I know that. But kalau I tak bagi presentation is different lah. Masa tak mengizinkan.
Okay,
3
Doctor,
hours.
no problem. We understand. So
3 hours
sometimes
is not
when
enough.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, so next will be non-mandated benefit. Okay, when it comes for the non-mandated, which is like a basic, basic, and like what Atika say, well-being incentive, we can put it that as a non-mandated benefit. Okay, which is contributed privately, or we can give some something for the wait up. Okay, so we can give it to something for the employee. So that kind of non-mandated benefit. Okay, now. Okay, looking for additional benefit. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, so when you are looking this one, the middle one, what do you think? The
It's a
picture.
package meal.
You will say
Provided lunch meal for the staff.
Oh, you will say meal allowance.
Yeah, no. Yeah, giving the lunch box for the staff.
No, actually, we call this as a cafeteria plan. You know what is the meaning of cafeteria plan?
Yes.
Don't say meal allowance, all these. We will call as a cafeteria plan. So this cafeteria plan, actually choose for the things which is taxable and non-taxable benefits. Okay, so a additional benefit that organization can give all the employees, sometimes we have a wellness program like gym, all that in the organization, wellness program, or free checking your health or something like that. Okay, then the child care program. Okay, this child care program especially they will provided for the public sectors. If you go Putrajaya or Cyberjaya office, down itself they have a child care. Okay, so all the workers they can brought it their child, but they have to spend the expenses for the child care services. But it will be given as a allowance for them. So it will include in their salary. Okay, so the cafeteria benefits such as like taxable benefit like cash and stock, non-taxable benefit like insurance, health insurance, vacation day, dental care, vision coverage, life insurance or something like that, taxable benefit. So next time if people asking or you want to ask something, you can ask, do you have any cafeteria plan? If you are telling cafeteria plan to the HR doesn't know what is cafeteria plan. You can try yourself. Ask them, do you provide us cafeteria plan? They will say, oh, you mean a meal lah. Because they don't know the words, terms. Okay, remember all these terms. Okay, so the next point will be executive compensation. Okay, I don't want to explain all this simple. You should know what is executive compensation. It's like more to the senior executive. Okay, so how they are paying. And we also have a legal issue in compensation. As I told you, when you are studying human resource management, they will do strategy according to the legal issue. So in the compensations also we will have a legal issue, which is you can look into the Fair Labor Standard Act. So anything which is related toward your wages, overtime, child labor, whatever regarding your salary and compensation, you will base on this act. You want to do a complaint also, if you want to launch any reports, you can go for the Fair Labor Standard Act. Okay, so employee contribution is more to pay structure, pay grade, and pay range. So you can read your own self how they are contributed toward the salary. So this one is the alternate. Okay, now look into the compensation function in the organization. We have a line employees and staff employees. So from there itself, they will be rewarded the compensations based on which category you are. Okay, all these. Okay, specialist. Okay, now look into the how the compensation function fit into the HR department. So it's fit based on the HR professional design, which is look into the recruitment, relocation, selection, performance appraisal, training. So all these are under HR department. So based on these practices, they will strategize the compensations. Okay. So that's why I say not everyone getting the same compensations. Okay, different level, they have a different compensation. So stakeholder like us, employees, line manager, executive, union, government. Okay, so each of them also will get the compensation. This is explanation toward employee, a definition lah. Okay, union, the government. Okay, so now for the case of developing skill for your career, you should have a very good communication, critical thinking, collaboration. Okay, example, as a researcher I need to do collaboration. Okay, collaboration with the other researchers in overseas, all that. So when I'm collaborating, I can develop my skills for my career. So my career is more to research purposes. So when I'm doing the collaboration from different country, I will be able to develop my skill in my career, because different people have their own way to proceed. Even though we don't have any chance to perform in Malaysia, they can help us, okay, by doing that. I mean, people that you are collaborating. So all these will help you for your developing career prospect. So external factors that influencing the compensation management. Okay, these are the external factor. We have a labor market, cost of living, labor union, labor law, economic status, society, and labor market. So all these will influence your compensations. I mean the HR will be having this kind of influence due to arranging the compensations management. So this is internal. So when it comes for the internal factors, we have employees, performance appraisal, and business strategy. So they will align toward your business organization's goals, vision, and missions toward what the employees job description, and how from the job description they will come up with the KPI for the each employee in the department, so they can achieve the KPI according to their performance. Okay, so the last one will be type of direct and indirect compensation. So what are the direct compensations that received by you all? We have a house allowance, leave and travel allowance, dentist allowance, city compensations, special allowance, incentive, and bonuses. That is direct toward your salary. Indirect is something like medical benefit, overtime, leave, insurance, holiday homes, retirement, and flexible. So that is indirect compensations. So far, can you understand what I mean by compensations? I also have a video, video recording posted, so you can have you can watch that video. Okay. So thank you very much. My part done for Unit 8 today. So we can continue with students' presentation.
Thank you.
Come group. Okay. So far, can you understand chapter Unit 8 composition?
Yes.
Yes.
Clear?
Clear,
Yes,
Prof.
Very crystal clear, Prof.
Okay. So now group 1. First, continue.
Okay, hang on.
I'll take your attendance. Okay.
Doctor, quick question, Doctor.
Yes.
If I would like to make a reference, any SHRM book, do you have any suggestion?
Again.
If I would like to make a reference in any SHRM book, any book or something, kalau ada doktor boleh suggest.
Recommend the
recommend the book.
references.
Yes, correct.
Kalau nak recommend tu ada banyak lah. But you can get it the strategy human resource management references. Kalau you pergi bookstore ke mana-mana kat KL ke, you just tanya ada tak strategy human resource management buku, dia akan bagi banyak-banyak buku. Buku yang banyak-banyak tu takkan you nak beli yang banyak-banyak. Semua sama saja apa yang dia explain. Okay, kalau nak recommend ada banyak dia punya references. You
Ada
boleh
fee
Google
dia.
and find out also.
Alright, thank you.
Berapa you nak beli buku? Ada e-book, right? Just tekan strategi human resource management e-book, banyak keluar. You boleh ambil dari situ.
Tak, maksud e-book lah, Doktor. E-book lah, bukan
Just tekan strategi human resource management e-book, PDF, banyak keluar. So you just copy and you just download lah. Tengok, baca, tengok yang mana baik.
Alright.
Okay, so
Okay.
apa?
Hi everybody. First page, Vincent. First page. Right. Hi everybody. My name is Wan Saifulahadis here from Ghrm. So there is a Vincent, can you go to first page, please? First page. Yeah, right. So we're going to present the first case study. So my apa nama group members are Samsul Baria, Muhammad Zairul, Lam Waiho, Hahui, Nur Shafa, Sim, Dinesh, Eric, Sim Tek Chiang, and Wan Wise. So for the first question regarding the salary equity, I will pass to Vincent to present for the question number one.
Morning, everyone. My name is Vincent. For the first question is about the salary equity and how is the solutions. Sorry, should be Bara.
I have question. Okay, can I know what is the case about? Where is your introduction? You straight away jump into the question.
Sorry, Paul. Don't be angry. It's on Sunday. This case study is about
You all buat saya marah lagi kata jangan angry. Tak faham apa tu. You all nak cakap. I pun you apa lah.
Okay. Bila you marah nanti hilang you punya seri.
Tahu siapa.
So it's
Saya kan dah
regarding
cakap kena ada introduction dulu. Kalau tak ada introduction, kamu jam, tak ada orang faham.
All right. The case study is regarding Adam Stan's problem with its human resource, where we already know about his apa dia punya kerja lah, but not understanding about the HR, the importance of compensation, how to take care of his employees and everything. So so from this case study, we found that there's a lot of things that he needs to rectify and do some perubahan lah, changes to ensure that he can retain his employee, so that whatever he teach to his new employee can be retained as long as he put for the business, for his future business. So for the question number one, so the question number one is describe salary equity faced by the company ever and suggest 2 ways to overcome the problem. So Vincent will explain
Safa will explain the answer.
Oh, Safa, sorry. Yeah, Safa. Sorry, Safa. Can you please continue?
Hello, Safa. Can you hear?
Safa, your voice is too slow.
Hello, can
You can't hear you, Safa.
wait. Suggest 2 ways to overcome the problem. So this salary inequity faced by the company, it can be demotivation. So salary inequity can lead sense demotivation towards existing. But second,
Safa, we cannot hear you.
Safa, your line breaking.
Hey, someone help her.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now
Okay,
can hear.
coming over. Okay, this salary inequity can cause us senior experienced existing staff who are capable and more skilled will looking a better position company culture from their experience or expertise that they have gained from current company to a better salary or rewards. So new employee with high salary also will leave the company as they are young and have a better offer with higher salary offered. Okay, so these two ways of overcome this problem. I will pass to Vincent. Thank you.
The two ways to overcome this problem, including the benefit, employee and compensation and benefits. Benefits such as the insurance, healthcare coverage for medical expenses, including doctor visits, hospital benefits, and prescription medications. Furthermore, dental and vision insurance nowadays is additional benefit that the company can provide. Other than that, the company may provide additional disability insurance, which provide income replacement if the employee becomes unable to work due to injury or illness. Another way to overcome this problem is by performance management. The company need to have an equal basic salary which differentiate new or fresh graduate staff compared to existing and skilled existing employee. Additional monetary rewards based on individual performance is given to show appreciation towards performed employee periodically. Goal setting to establish clear, measurable, and achievable goals should align with overall organization objective. To avoid high turnover, the company may provide regular feedback from staff, which to encourage open or speak up communication to understand the employees' concern, to improve the company profit and performance, which the company can offer guidance. So these are the two ways to overcome the problems. So we move on to the second question.
Okay, for the second question, the three types.
Kita minum kopi. Kita tak ada worry sangat.
Okay, for the second question, the three types of benefits that the company could offer for their employees would be: number one, competitive salary packages. The company should give internal promotion and increment to the qualified workers, and the pay structure should be reviewed on a regular basis and adjusted to reflect market rates for those who have been loyal to the company. Number two, health and wellness initiative. Companies should implement comprehensive health and wellness program that caters to the employee physical and mental well-being, such as health insurance coverage for employees and their families. And lastly, retirement and saving plans. The company offers retirement benefits like pension plans and other saving schemes. The company may increase their employee loyalty by demonstrating a commitment to their long-term financial well-being. That's it for question 2.
For question 3, why training is required for the compensation management? So in this case study, training is essential for compensation management due to several reasons. The first, we have to understand overall compensation concept. In this case, Adam Tan, the managing director, is the expert who focuses on training. However, he acknowledged that he has not paid much attention to the compensation and reward system. This lack of understanding on the part of technical leaders can lead to a misalignment between the company compensation strategy and the market reality. The second, analyzing market trends. The company pay structure might be less competitive due to the entry of newer companies with higher salary, offering emphasize the need of compensation review. Understanding the market rates is crucial to ensure company remain attractive to both current and potential employees. The last one is enhance technical skill. In this case, as Jane highlighted, the company has become rich resource of potential workers for competitors. But the training alone may attract new talent, but competitive compensations and reward system is crucial for retaining skilled and experienced professionals in the long run. In the summary, training for compensation management is necessary to enable the company adapting changing market dynamic, retain experienced talent, and strategy manage its budget while staying competitive in the industry. Next question, please.
Okay, next we'll look into the compensation review, both positive and the negative. I will cover the positives. When you implement the compensation, it increases the motivation and performance enhancement. It gives a motivation to an employee to perform over and above to do their best in their job scope. And also it promotes employee retention and loyalty. Since the company is already rewarding the employers, they tend to not leave they tend not to jump to move on to another company since they have already been taken care of the current employees. Next, it ensures equity and transparency to foster trust between employee. Since we have already the company is providing compensation to the employee, it keeps them the employee feels that they have been treated fairly and equally with other employees as well. And it provides alignment between industry standards and the company goals. For the negative, I will pass it to Dinesh. Dinesh, are you there?
Yes, can I hear you?
Okay, now let's move forward. I think Dinesh is having some technical problem. So on the negative side, challenges in adopting compensation fairness. It might not be fair for for all the employees. They will not get the same compensation. One might get higher and the rest might not get as what as expected. Secondly, financial budget constraints. By providing compensation, the organization should have budget. And since this is money that they need to fork out by the company, they might have budget financial constraints. Third, perceptions in inequality may affect team morale and dynamic. If, for example, the employees did not keep their compensation and salary in secret and they tend to share, they might affect the dynamics and morale within the company. Some might feel that they have not been treated equally. Some might even feel that it's not fair for them. Lastly, market compensation and cost pressure. Since the organization should follow the market rate compensation, not all organizations can follow the market rate due to their cost pressure that they are facing. Okay, moving to the next question.
So the question for number 5 is regarding why compensation is important for our employees. First one, we found out this financial motivation is important. Why it's important because of financial motivation. You see, employees, regardless of their nature, are motivated by financial rewards. So structure compensation system align employee efforts with the company's goal, motivating them to perform their best, achieve both personal and organizational success. The second one is preventing talent drain competitors. I think it's the one in here is the old slide. So the company's investment in training and development creates a full-scale professional. So, however, it is important if compensation is not competitive, the organization become vulnerable to lose these trained individuals like Adam's situation. So who are willing to offer, so they are going to competitors who are willing to offer better financial incentives. Next one, the attraction and retention of talent. Compensation is critical factors in attracting and retaining talents individuals. While a friendly working environment, training programs, and career advancement opportunities are essential, competitive compensation ensure that employees feel adequately rewarded for their skills and contributions. The fourth one, why it is important? Because for employee satisfaction and engagement. While a friendly workplace culture and various activities contribute to employee satisfaction, fair and competitive compensation is fundamental to overall job satisfaction. Dissatisfaction with compensation can lead to a reduced morale, low engagement, and ultimately higher turnover. Next one is market competitiveness. As mentioned in the situation by Adam Tan, the industry is becoming increasingly competitive. With the new companies entering the market, these newcomers may offer higher salaries to attract experienced professionals. To retain skilled employees, it's essential for the company's compensation structure to remain competitive with prevailing market rates. Last one, addressing external offers. The finance manager, Jane, highlight that some employees, including yourself, have been tempted by external job offers with higher salaries. This indicates that attractive compensation packages from competitors can lead to the loss of valuable talent. A well-structured compensation system can help mitigate the impact of external offers. So, what is well-structured compensation? So we can suggest either fixed component or a variable, which is the fixed one is a salary benefit, allowances, and for the variable components, items can use such as performance bonuses, profit sharing, reward exception contribution, to foster motivation and engagement. That's all for question number 5. Next, please. Dinesh, can you please? We cannot hear you, Dinesh.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Okay, proceed. We lost you again, Dinesh.
Hi, now can you hear me now?
Yeah, proceed.
Okay, sure. Good. Okay, finally. Okay, for my one, so I'll talk about management by objective implementation. So first point is clear goal alignment. So that means ensuring that employee understand and align their individual goals with the overall objective of the organization. Clear communication of the organization goals enhance the employee focus and commitment to share the objective. Second point is performance driven compensation. This means trying to compensate directly to the individual and the team performance metrics. Rewarding the employees based on their contribution and achievement encourage a result-oriented work culture. So the third point is for transparency and fairness. Open communication about compensation structures, ensuring that employee understand how their pay is determined. Fairness involves treating the employee equally and consistently. Fostering trust and positive workplace environment. For the fourth point, continuous improvement. Establishing a culture of ongoing learning and development. Regularly reviewing and updating performance metrics, compensation structures, and organizational goals to adapt the changing circumstances. So these are for me. So the next slide.
For improvement suggestion, as a HR manager, this suggestion can help to improve employee satisfaction, motivation, and engagement. Hence, Adam 10 able to retain the employee. And first, provide non-monetary benefits, which can promote work-life balance as well as make employee well appreciated for their work. And by offering these benefits, employers Adam can create a positive work environment that foster employee growth and success. And then next is compensation review. By increasing the frequency for the compensation review for twice a year, and includes the peer review. Through this compensation review, it is to ensure that employees are paid fairly and identify any discrepancy in pay and ensure that employees are compensated based on their value to the company. And then next is training, which is help manager and employees to understand the value of compensation itself and how it can leave impact towards employee satisfaction, motivation, and retention, where it emphasizes on importance of compensation benefits, which is to make the employees feel valuated in the company. Okay, and for my part.
So that's what we have presented just now. That's the case study that we have. The case study that we have studied and discussed in our group. So we pass to Prof. Thank you.
Finish.
Vincent, you need the slide.
Which slide?
Can you please stop sharing at the share screen button?
Finish ready.
Yeah, we are done.
Finish.
Okay, any question? Any question? So I have question. What do you understand about the case study?
Okay, the case study is about Adam Tan's problem in managing his employees. His company has a good reputation actually, but at the end of the day, when there is a competition new competition coming, and he can't retain his talented employee, which has been trained by him, and he is very good in his technical experience. But then he has a problem to handle this in HR. So that's the system that I didn't start having.
Okay, any question from audience? If you don't have, second group.
So, hi everyone, good afternoon. So my name is Mel. Today I'm going to present the case study for group 2. Next slide, please. So for the introduction, so the case study scenario is about the salary inequality issue, especially highlighted by Jane, the finance manager, who received the lowest salary when compared to the newer manager. So this issue is actually affects the morale and contribute to the departure of the experienced staff. For the question number 1, next slide. Yeah. So there's this 2 ways to overcome this problem. So the first way is actually to conduct a compensation review by review all the current salary across the roles, and the HR need to use the industry benchmark to ensure the competitive salary prices, and also adjust the salary to address all the gaps and ensure the fairness. And the second actually by implement the KPI compensation, by establish the system that reward performance and contribution. So the HR need to actually assess and update the performance KPI regularly. Then need to be transparency and communicate the changes to employees. So they can also do the internal promotion by aiding the job scope and also the responsibility. So we pass to my colleague.
Hello, hi. We move to the question number 2. Okay. The question number 2 is the benefit for the company could offer to the employee. So the first one is the first point is actually the annual performance bonus. The annual actually is given to the employee as a reward for their hard work and accomplishment during the years. It serves an incentive for them to continue performing well in their roles and motivate them to strive for the excellence. The bonus is fair and transparent as it is based on the measurable goals, make it clear and fair to all the employees. So the second point is retention bonus. Retention bonus actually is offered to the employee to encourage them to stay with the company for a longer period. Is help to reduce the risk of losing valuable employees. It's tied to a long-term commitment, which means that employee must commit to stay with the company for a specific period to receive the bonus. We move to the third point is actually Employee Assistance Program known as EAP. Actually, EAP is provide the support to employees who are facing personal or work-related challenges. The program offers counseling services that focus on mental health, stress, addiction, and work-life balance to promote overall wellness. It's also a confidential program, which means that employees seeking for the help to maintain their privacy. The benefit of EAP include improve employee well-being, productivity, and job satisfaction. So we go to next question number 3.
Good afternoon, all. Let's look at why training is required for compensation management. Training in compensation management is especially crucial for human resource professionals due to their central role in designing, implementing, and managing compensation strategies within an organization. Understanding through this training helps HR attract, retain talent, ensure fairness, compliance, and alignment with organization's mission and objectives. As for the employees, training helps in effectively communicating compensation-related policies, decisions to employees. Clear communication regarding compensation structures foster transparency, trust, and a positive employer-employee relationship. Fairness and equity in compensation management training creates a foundation for an organizational culture where employees feel valued, they are respected and fairly rewarded for their contributions, in which in turn can enhance moral motivation and productivity. I'll pass now to Ravi.
Hi, good afternoon. Coming to question number 4 of this case study, the company should regularly review, focus on compensation and reward. So regarding this, there's 2 main perspectives. There's one positive and negative. For the positive perspective, motivation and engagement. Regular engagement with the employee regarding the compensation will boost their morale and working. Second part is performance improvement. So when the employee sees that the company taking great care into the performance, so they also will improve their performance with initiative given like compensation and any other benefit. third is employee satisfaction. Once the employee sees there is benefit working harder and extra pays, which is not included in the salary scale, they also will improve employee satisfaction and make them want to work more with the company. Going to the next slide. And second part of the question is negative perspective. The first one is cost concern. If we regularly do these reviews and compensation, maybe quarterly or something, it will increase the operating cost of the company and reduce the profitability. And second part is focus on short-term goals. So giving regarding this, if too much focus on just the benefit, people might play the game to adjust to getting more benefit actually working. And third is administrative burden, and as can see it's related to the just too many reviews will cause increased man hours and so on. So with that, I pass to the next person.
Sorry. Okay. Hi, I'm Jana. So we go to the question number 5. Why is compensation important for the employees? The compensation is important for them to retain the talent and boost the loyalty among the employees, where they can feel committed to the company and success to choose to stay. The number 2 is increased productivity and profitability. This will be value the employees are productive, linking to compensation to appreciate, boost motivation and loyalty. So number 3 is organization positive culture, which employee with this fair sorry with fair compensation with fair compensation practice help creates a positive organization culture, leading to improved and better teamwork. So I pass the question number 6 to Shoman.
Hi everyone, I'm Shoman here, presenting question number 6. Yes. Okay, should MBO use in managing compensation and rewards? MBO into compensation and rewards is a brilliant approach for several reasons. First, MBO promote share goals by involving employee in decision making and goal setting. Everyone is on the same page and working towards common goals. Okay, second, it's ensure fair rewards. Hello, anyone can mute, please? Okay, secondly, it's ensure fair rewards. MBO directly tie with compensation to goal achievement, creating system that both fair and performance-based. Moreover, MBO act as a powerful motivator. When individuals understand how their effort directly impact their compensation, it becomes a strong incentive, keeping people accountable and engaged. Furthermore, MBO encourage feedback and adjustment. This fosters culture of constant improvement, where employee can learn from their experience and adapt for a better result. Lastly, MBO provide a structure and objective approach to manage performance. This structure framework ensure that rewards are located based on the measurable contribution, promoting transparency and fairness in compensation system. Thank you. I hand over to Ikram.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. So for the question number 7 is, HR manager plans to address and enhance compensation and rewards to align with organizational goals. So we have 4 points here. First, we understand the organizational goals. We need to collaborate with leaders to understand the short terms and the long term goals. Second, we identify key performance indicators crucial for reaching those goals. So the second point is
Ikram, can you just pause a minute? This is because it's happened again in our presentation. So Tyson Sun, can you help us to mute so we can present the slide? Tyson Sun. because it's disturbing us.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay, you can
So
continue
we
now.
continue. For the second point is link performance to the compensation. So we as a company, we need to create a system linking expectation, individuals or team goals and organizational objective. So we reward high performers with increased pay and extra benefits. Next slide. For the third plan is we introduce a variable pays, which we implement the bonus, profit sharing or stock option for the outstanding contribution employees. So, and then we ensure that transparency, measurability, and direct element with strategic goals in variable program. For the last plan, we, as a company, we need to do the employee development opportunities. We offer them the training and develop program to enhance employee skills and capabilities, making them more valuable contributors and company. So when they already develop themselves, is we link the development of compensation and rewards. So I think that's all from our team. Thank you. Any question?
So any questions for group 2?
No.
Okay then, thanks.
Okay, next group.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay. I'm just going to share my screen 1 second. Group 3, please stand by. Yeah. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon to Doctor and my fellow classmates. So, I'm going to start off with the case study that my team has been checking and working on. So, just to jog your memory on what the case study is all about. Adam Tan, the managing director of a family-owned electrical item manufacturing company, he realizes that despite creating a friendly work environment, the company is losing experienced employees to competitors. And in addition to that, the finance manager, Jane Wong, points out that the compensation and the reward system may be a significant factor. And Adam, a technical person, acknowledges his lack of understanding in this area and decides to consult the HR manager to conduct a review and address this issue immediately. So moving on to the table of contents on what we're going to cover today. First would be the salary inequity, then moving on to employee benefits, then training for compensation management, and then reviewing compensation, checking on MBO for compensation reviews, and last would be HR manager resolution. So I'll be starting off with the first question. Describe salary inequality faced by the company above and suggest 2 ways to overcome the problem. So over the nutshell, the organization should conduct a review of its compensation and reward system that includes activities like analysis of current salary structures, benefits and bonus, making sure it's meeting the industry competition market demands. And salary should be relatable to an employee's job responsibilities, skill, experience, tenureship, and performance metrics. And with the fact that the finance manager, Jane Wong, is earning lower than the other 2 managers who just recently joined 3 years ago, it is pretty evident that the organization needs to implement a performance-based compensation structure that allows these employees' salaries or rewards to be actually aligned with their contributions to the company success. And I think I will close up by saying performance-based compensation boosts morale as employees feel appreciated, and it can help retain experienced employees by providing them with a clear path to a career advancement and a financial recognition. I'm passing this to my next presenter.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Shahmi. I will be presenting question 3, the answers for question 3. So the question goes, suggest 3 types of benefits the company could offer for the employees. Right. So first we have fair pay for hard work or competitive salary packages. In fact, this is the utmost importance, and it is more than just a benefit, whereby the HR should regularly review and benchmark salaries against market rates to make adjustments as needed. This does not only include best salaries, but also performance-based bonuses and incentives. Okay, by offering a competitive salaries and incentives, the employees are ensured to be fairly compensated for their contributions. A reasonable increase in salaries show a genuine appreciation for the dedication and skills each employee brings. This will build trust and loyalty, making the employees less inclined to look for other better paying opportunities elsewhere. So in a nutshell, offering a competitive pay is crucial, very crucial to retain experienced and skilled employees. So next, we also have another benefit, performance-based bonuses and incentives. Implementing a performance-based bonus and incentive systems can motivate employees to put extra effort in their roles. In turn, this will boost the employees' effort to progress better and adds a touch of excitement to the job, fostering a positive and motivation-filled work environment. Thirdly, by benefit in terms of professional development, mentorship, and training opportunities. So investing in a continuous learning and development programs for employees shows how much the company values its employee. This emphasizes how the company view the importance of continued learning and professional growth of the employees. Therefore, employees provided with access to training programs, workshops, and skill development courses, they not only get a chance to enhance their expertise and skills, but also this demonstrates the company's commitment, genuine commitment to invest in their long-term success. And finally, companies can establish mentorship programs where experienced employees, for example, they can share their knowledge with newer hires, fostering a sense of value and growth within the organization. So that's all for question number 3. So as question number 2, sorry. Next, our colleague Vila will be discussing question number 3. Thank you.
Hi, good day, everyone. I'm Vilasni here. I will continue with the question 3. So there is several reasons why we need training in composition management. First is lack of awareness. So Adam Tan admitted that he has not paid much attention to the compensation and reward system of the company. So this lack of awareness indicates that he is not fully understand the intricacies structure, including how it's compared to the market rate and how it impact to the employee retention. Second is retention challenges due to changing industry dynamic. The industry is becoming increasingly competitive with the new company entering the market and offering high salary to the experienced workers. So this external pressure is likely affecting the prevailing market rate for the skills employee. So, therefore, training in the composition management would aid them to identify and address specific issues leading to departure of the experience and understanding the evolving dynamic of the industry, how the composition system should adapt to remain competitive. Third is focus on training new employees. So Adam is emphasized on the training is evident is recruitment strategy where he focused on bringing fresh graduate and investing in their development. This emphasis on the training new employee might be overshadowing the importance of retaining experienced and long-term employee. From the training in composition management would help Adam to strike a balance between the effort and cost of the training new talent and retaining the skills and experienced staff. Lastly is the market rate analysis. So Adam need to understand the prevailing market rate for different role within the industry.
This can identify from the case study where Jen Wang provided valuable feedback on her composition situation by highlighting that her salary is lower than the new joiner in similar level positions. Therefore, this training would equip him with the knowledge and skills on how to conduct a comprehensive market analysis of the salary and benefits, and also ensuring that the company composition structure remain competitive and aligned with the industrial standard. That's all from me. I will pass it to my partner. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Chandran here. Okay, the question is, does the company need to review and pay attention to the compensation and rewards in the organization? So we will start off by saying that a comprehensive review of the compensation and reward is essential for any organization's growth and the well-being of its team. However, we need to look at the positive and the negative sides of it. On the positive side, the first one is the retention of experienced employees. Experienced employees form the backbone of any organization, bringing invaluable knowledge and skills. A fair and competitive compensation system can serve as a strong motivator for them to stay, reducing turnover and also preserve the organization's knowledge and experience. Next up is the competitive advantage in talent acquisition. A competitive compensation package not only retains current talent, but also makes the organization more appealing to both seasoned professionals and new talents. This advantage can significantly contribute to the ability to attract top talents. In terms of employee satisfaction and productivity, a well-structured compensation system correlates with employee satisfaction. Satisfied employees are more likely to be committed and productive and influencing overall performance. In terms of cost savings in training, retaining experienced staff is not only beneficial for knowledge retention, but also cost-effective. Training investment in skilled employees are preserved and therefore reducing the need for frequent retraining. Okay, so while these benefits are compelling, it's also essential to now acknowledge the potential challenges. The first one is the financial strain. Implementing changes, especially if they involve salary increases, may strain financial resources. This consideration is particularly important in industries with tight profit margins or economic uncertainties. Balancing loyalty and fairness. Focusing on compensating long-time employees should be balanced with ensuring that new hires feel valued and adequately compensated. Striking this balance is crucial for maintaining a harmonious work environment. Market volatility. External factors such as market fluctuations can make it challenging to keep up with the competitive compensation rates. Adjusting salaries based on these factors requires careful consideration and planning. Last but not least, avoiding overemphasis. While compensation is vital, organizations must avoid overemphasizing it at the expense of other crucial aspects, such as career development opportunities, work-life balance, and a positive company culture. In conclusion, we firmly believe that a comprehensive salary review is not just a necessary step for any organization, but a strategic move that aligns with the commitment to growth and employee well-being. That's all on this. Pass it to Swarna.
Thank you, Chandran. I'm Swarna, Group 3. So I'll be presenting on the question number 5, why compensation is important for all employees here. So before we go into the importance, I would like to just talk a little bit about the definition of compensation. I think this is something important for Adam to understand as well. So compensation is a remuneration awarded to an employer in exchange for their services. So in a simpler word, it's the money that they receive from the employer as salary and wages. So as everyone knows, since we studied compensation today, it's one of the most important aspects to run a business. All right. So having good compensation can actually help the organization in many ways. Okay, so we're gonna look into how is it important for employees. So number 1, attract top talent. So employee nowadays, they know their value better and they want to maximize the value for the best compensation and benefit package. So if they feel that they are underpaid, or if they feel that the competitor is paying them more, so they are likely to jump the ship. All right. So number 2, increase motivation. So when employees are adequately compensated, they will feel motivated to come work. So their morale will automatically increase as well. So all this actually leads to a lot of other factors as well, which is like boosting the employees' loyalty. So poor compensation can actually be one of the factor why the employees don't remain with the employers. So there is a study actually, 71% of employees actually reported that they are more loyal to their employers when they are compensated fairly. Okay, when they are satisfied and happy with their compensation. So this actually leads to increase of productivity and profitability. So happy employees are productive employees. So the employee will be more motivated and efficient to perform their tasks, and all this will lead to productivity and profitability.
That's my info sayang.
So when they have
Battery is low. Kenapa tu? Buka lecture mami.
Hi, Noor Anissa, I'm so sorry. Can you please mute?
Calling to Anissa. Calling to Anissa, please mute.
Right, thank you, Anissa. Sorry, team, for the disruption. So we will move on to the fifth point: improve job satisfaction and employee engagement. So there are also research has shown that the employees are more satisfied in performing their job when they are paid fairly. All right. So the last one will be help in retaining employee. So employee retention and retention actually plays a very significant role in an organization. So in order to retain employee, there should be a fair compensation, and also the employee have to look into the current market and how they can provide the better compensation to their employees. So that's all from me. I would like to pass it to Harun.
Thank you. Harun here. So today I want to present for the question 6. So for question 6, the question is whether MBO should be implemented in managing the compensation and rewards system. And if yes, then how the MBO can give significant outcome in this case. So the team collectively agrees that MBO can be used or should be used to manage the pay and award system. Is actually a smart and useful way, but also they need to have some consideration in terms of the pros and cons. So for MBO, it assists to provide an evaluation that is fair and objective. This is to avoid any ambiguity in terms of the evaluation criteria. It's also emphasized the pay the pay should be based on performance. So if the employee perform, then the pay should be influenced as well, meaning getting higher or getting much more attractive to the employee. The third one is it follows criteria that are fair and consistent. So for MBO, for objective, you need to be transparent. You need to be attainable as well to all the employees accordingly, and not only to certain or selected employees. In terms of pros and cons, the pros, of course, as mentioned, is aligned with the performance. However, in cons is subjectivity in evaluations. For example, if a goal is intangible, it cannot be calculated, then it can subject to the interpretation from the managers and from the higher ups, as well as whether the employee is performing or not. Next is clarity expectation. Yes, MBO can provide this more clarity, more transparent information. However, it can also brings resistance from these employees, considering that employees might not like it when we try to link their pay or reward with their performance. There must be some resistance that saying that this is not fair when it comes to the compensation that they will receive based on the performance. The pros, another one is result-oriented compensation. So again, the results also aligns with the company objective. So if the employees done very well, then they can get more. However, for the cons, potential for unintended consequences, this means the employees are only the sole focus of the employee is only to achieve the objective, to achieve the goal. Sometimes disregard the teamwork elements in it, and may even break some compliance regulation in the company just to achieve the objective in order to get more rewards and also better pay. So with that, I pass it to the next presenter for the next question. Thank you.
Question number 7, we have 5 points. First, conduct salary review. Suggestion, we conduct regularly in order to ensure the salary structure align with the industry and market. Number 2, review the job role and description, and to ensure that job role and description are up to date and accurate. Suggestion, offer flexible compensation package that allow employees to choose the benefit that best suit their hand. Number 3, provide performance feedback. Suggestion, provide opportunities for career development such as training program, mentorship, and career coaching. Number 4, offer non-monetary rewards such as flexible working arrangements. Suggestion, implement a recognition program that acknowledge and reward employees for their hard work and achievement. Number 5, consult with employees. Suggestion, regularly seek employee feedback on compensation and reward program. That's all from my team.
Thank you, team. I'm pausing to see if you have any questions for us.
No questions.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good.
You.
How many group?
I think we have 8.
8 group.
Okay, let group 11 to do earlier now. Okay, group 11.
Can group 15
Iza? No,
Alright.
Iza's group, you see, Iza's group next week cannot do because one of the member is going to Umrah. So Iza, you can start doing now.
Right. Thank you. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We are from group 11. Our case study is about resistance to change. Next slide, please. These are our group members, and I will proceed to pass the introduction to Brenda Liu. Brenda?
Yeah, thanks, Iza. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So I will do the introduction. Yeah, first, let's look at the preambles of this case. Yeah, so our case study focuses on Victor, a dedicated 25-year veteran within the state agency who presently holds the position of a division head. So Victor's long-standing commitment and enjoyment in his work at the agency took a significant turn due to the recent sweeping changes within his department, leaving him feeling insecure, challenged in his authority, and out of place. So now we are going to look at the objective. Why are we doing this case study? So from the case study, we gain insight into how the cultural assumptions prevalent within the state agency may have influenced Victor's leadership perspective and style. Additionally, the case study enables us to analyze Victor's motivation for leadership and identify the pertinent factors that drive and influence his leadership approach. Victor's self-concept is a significant aspect influencing his leadership style and how he responds to suggestions and feedback from his younger subordinates, potentially impacting the department positively. Additionally, we also examine the staff's perspective on Victor's...
You please summarize it. Don't read. Try to summarize what you understand, then straight away go for the question. Fast.
Okay, so this objective will allow us to analyze Victor's leadership dynamics and also analyze how cultural assumptions shape Victor's leadership perspective and style, and also allow us to analyze Victor's motivation for leadership and understand and identify the pertinent factors that drive the influence and his leadership approach. So, and with this, it will allow us to comprehend existing conflicts and provides an opportunity to recommend actionable suggestions to address and resolve these conflicts effectively. So then for the question, I will pass it to my friend.
All right, thank you, Brenda. For this part, we have two different components, cultural assumptions and shaping Victor's perspective. Let's go for the first component first. There are stability and consistency, experience value over innovation, hierarchy and respect for seniority, and risk aversion. Okay, I just explain a little for this point. For stability and consistency, for example, we can see in public sector organizations often prioritize stability and consistency, which we can see when Victor's comfort with familiar rules and procedures highlights a cultural assumption that values predictability over innovation. This preference for the status quo can sometimes hinder adaptability and responsiveness to change. For the second component, we have resistance to change. For example, Victor's discomfort with the recent changes in the department, including new hires and reorganization, reflects a resistance to change, which is a common consequence of a culture that values stability and traditional methods. His inclination to propose ideas based on past experiences rather than current trends and technologies further demonstrates this resistance. And there are also other examples such as perceived threat from new ideas, struggle with adaptation, and leadership style conflict. Right. Thank you. I pass to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Munira. Hi, everyone. Today I'll concentrate on Victor leadership approach. As a leader with 25 years of experience, Victor placed premium and consistency and familiarity. Under his leadership, a leadership style that is significantly depend on established protocol and regulation has developed. Although this method is effective at maintaining order, it has also become evident as a resistance to change. Resistance significant administrative changes, including reorganization of the staff and the implementation of a new performance plans, have been difficult for Victor to adapt. As essential element of this transformation is the increasing diversity in age and culture of his staff, which form an evolving democratic. Contrary the Victor conventional rule-centric approach, this diversity introduced new concept and fresh perspective. Rather than positive contribution, Victor frequently misinterprets staff recommendation for the contemporary strategy as challenges to his authority. And this response highlight a discrepancy between the dynamic recruitment of Victor's diverse team and his approach to management. So in summary, the value of Victor's experience and dedication cannot be denied. However, it is apparent that he must modify his approach to leadership. Victor must actively embrace inclusivity and innovation in order to successfully integrate with the diverse perspective of his team and achieve the department strategic objective. That's all for my part. That I will pass to Cekta for to share Victor's journey. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rosita. I'm here to share Victor's journey, a dedication and growth in a state agency. Victor's 25 years career starting from an entry-level position to leading a division exemplifies loyalty and adaptability. He's navigated staff changes and dynamic public sector challenges with ease. What fuels Victor is his love for public service and the agency's stability. Shaping his leadership style, he solves complex issues and maintain divisional stability impacting staff and operation. Now, as new challenges arise, Victor recognized the need to involve his leadership to keep the agency thriving. In conclusion, Victor's story is a lesson in dedication, adaptability, and commitment, offering insight for all in public service. Thank you.
Next, let's talk about the why Victor leads. So first is longevity and experience. Victor's 15 years tenure as the head of division highlight his commitment and dedication to the public service. So his long experience in the agency position him as a repository of institutional knowledge, and he likely takes pride in his ability to navigate the complexities of the organization based on the experience. Next is commitment to public service. Victor's motivation to lead may stem from a genuine commitment to public service, enjoying the opportunity to contribute to the community and work with the familiar faces in the agency could be a source of personal satisfaction and motivation. Third is desire to make a mark. Victor's proposal of numerous ideas for the division reflects a desire to leave a positive legacy and make a meaningful contribution during his leadership. So this motivation might be rooted in a sense of accomplishment and wish to be remembered for positive changes. Last is attachment to familiar faces and environment. The preference for working with familiar faces and within the established working environment of a state agency suggests that Victor finds comfort in routine and familiarity. So this could be a significant motivational factor as change disrupts this familiar dynamics. So in summary, I think Victor's motivation may not be aligned well in the current changes in the department, as he's resistant to the suggestion from younger, more diverse staff members indicate a reluctance to embrace new trends and the practice. So this misalignment affects his decision-making as he may be holding on to outdated resource and technology, hindering progress in the evolving work environment. Next, I pass to the next presenter.
Hi, I will present the Victor perspective on change. So there are two identity for Victor's perspective on change. The first one is identity as a seasoned professional. Victor likely see himself as an experienced and knowledgeable individual who has dedicated a significant portion of his career to public service. So this identity may contribute to a sense of authority and expertise in his leadership role. The second one is the attachment to the traditional methods. So his self-concept seems linked to the familiarity of rules and procedures, indicating a preference for traditional methods. His attachment to established practices may influence his leadership by fostering a resistance to changes that deviate from the norms he is accustomed to. Thank you. Next presenter.
All right. So for Victor, an experienced professional with 25 years in the company, take pride in his tenure, but face challenge for younger staff. His strong retirement expectation influence leadership decisions, potential prioritizing legacy project, navigating the generation gap, and adapting the challenge to defines Victor effectiveness and sustaining leadership for others 5 years. And second is Victor self-concept significantly influence Victor's self-concept profoundly shaped his leadership style, fostering a traditional authoritative approach that hinder flexibility rooted in his long tenure. Decisions making reflect resistance to change, potentially impending organizational adaptations, interactions with staff stand as his pride translate suggestions into personal traits, creating communication barrier and hindering effective collaborations. Okay, that's all my slide. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We will now review the Victor leadership style that influence employee through staff perspective. Victor, who is not open to staff suggestion, may result in the lack of engagement that impact productivity and overall job satisfaction. It also may lead to frustration and demotivation among younger staff who may feel their voice are not heard. Younger staff often embrace changes and innovation, and they seek for environment where they can learn and grow professionally. Victor that resistant to the challenges, maybe also unwilling to adopt new technologies, methodologies, and best practices, limiting the exposure of younger staff to the innovative concept. A manager perceived as rigid may contribute to higher turnover rate as employees seek more flexible and open-minded leadership elsewhere. Staff also search for environment that align with their values. Next, I pass to Iza. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's recap to our collaborative insight and outline actionable recommendation. Our journey has been marked by effective communication among team members, ensuring a cohesive analysis. We've dived into cultural assumptions, leadership style, motivation, and self-concept to unravel the complexities of Victor's leadership landscape. So the interconnections are the cultural assumptions analysis unveil foundational norms influencing Victor's leadership style. This seamlessly connects with the examination of Victor's leadership style, where we witness the practical implications of the assumptions on managing a diverse team. The motivational factors section further complemented the analysis, providing a deeper understanding of why Victor tends to lean towards stability and familiarity. And the third one is our exploration of Victor's self-concept offered a psychological lens, interpreting his resistance to change and its impact on staff interactions. So for conclusion, we've identified that Victor's leadership challenges are deeply rooted in the cultural assumptions prevalent within the state agency. The emphasis on stability, experience over innovation, and hierarchy has shaped Victor's resistance to change, creating clashes with the evolving needs of his diverse team. This is our recommendation, where number one, on cultural adaptation, encourage a shift in organizational culture by promoting openness to innovation and embracing diversity. Implement training programs to foster a more adaptive and collaborative environment. The second recommendation is on leadership training, where Victor can benefit from targeted leadership training programs focusing on adapting leadership styles to accommodate diverse perspectives, bridging the generation gap and improving collaboration. The third one is succession planning, where acknowledge Victor's impending retirement and initiate a succession plan. Identifying potential leaders within the organization can bring a fresh perspective and guide the department through upcoming changes. The fourth one is communication strategies, where implement strategies to improve communication between Victor and his team, cultivating an open dialogue where staff members feel heard can reduce the perception of suggestions as personal attacks. And the fifth one is from strategic human resource management, emphasize the importance of strategic human resource management. This involves continuous adaptation to meet the dynamic needs of the workforce and external challenges. So the outcome is by addressing these aspects, Victor can navigate the challenges effectively, cultivating a more inclusive, innovative, and adaptable leadership approach within the state agency. Our collective efforts aim to create a leadership environment that embraces challenge and empowers the team. So with that, we conclude, and thank you all for your attention, and we are open for any question.
Okay, thank you very much, Iza. Okay, group members, you have to understand. Their situation, they are going, one of the members is going to Umrah. So, Iza already asked permissions from me. It's I have to make a decision, not you all. And one more thing, we can't proceed after this. Group number 4, we can't proceed. So group number 4 until the end will be proceed next week, because next week my slide only be 5 to 10 slide. If you all keep quiet without asking any questions, then we can complete. I know this time the group is very, very huge. We're having so much problem. For in a previous class, I don't have any problem because there are 56 students, something like that. But this time is like 100 onwards. So please try to understand. Isa is not using any cable, and at the same times, I don't have any favoritism with anyone. Okay, I will be fair to everyone. You will be, I know, as a students, you have to prepare whatever that I'm instructed to you all. Doesn't matter, you will arrange the time, all that. If I say this group to this group, you have to present this week, means you have to get ready. If you have any situation, any problem, then personally can communicate with me. I will say yes or no. So Isa's matter until Isa provided all the details of the group members issue. Then I say yes, you proceed.
Alright, Prof. Emma. Can
Ah,
group 4 proceed? Group 4.
tak payah
Just-
macam budak kecil, you know. This is not here wujud ke professionalism semua. Tak. Tengok situation dulu. Tengok belajar OB tak tahu you all. Dekat mana nak guna benda-benda macam ni.
Prof. Emma,
HR,
I just want to request group 4 to proceed today.
are you no,
Only
we are
10
not
minutes.
going to proceed because the time is this one.
Let's
So
say I need to travel can proceed group 4.
okay,
I think we
you
go straight to the
travel.
point lah.
You travel.
Doctor, to be honest,
Doctor.
everyone here is adult, working adult. So we have our own commitment too. If anyone want to skip line, we can actually talk in the group in advance so we can plan our timing. That's why we ask.
Okay, so if like that means who want to do now? I don't mind. I can wait.
Group 4 lah. Thank you,
I think
Prof.
group 4 can
Okay.
proceed.
Proceed group 4.
Alright,
Group 5, okay. Now group 5 and other group, you can proceed next week, right? Huh?
Okay, we
group
start
5.
first lah. Group 4. Later maybe group 5 they want to.
No, I want group 5 onwards proceed next week.
Okay.
Okay. Now
Alright,
those
thank
who
you.
are having problem next week, then you can proceed this week.
Alright. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Prof. Emma and colleague. We are from group 4. So I know all hungry during this time. So while listen to our presentation, you can have lunch, relax, then listen to our sharing input lah on the case study. From Victor, we go back to Adam. So for the case study introduction, next slide. So our team will go straight to the point. We plan not to take a lot of time. So Adam is managing director of the company. So Adam has trained a lot of fresh graduate, creating a family-like environment in the company. But in the building friendship and family atmosphere, it does not ensure the retention of employee with the company. So company has been losing experienced and senior employee. Salary or pay structure not competitive compared to newer company enter the industry, and have issue on salary range of the senior employee. So Adam is also overlooked on compensation and reward system in the company. So next, for question 1 is two way to overcome the problem. The main issue in Adam company is employee pay scale for senior and experienced staff. So first, they need to review the company pay scale with current industry benchmark. With that, the company know what gap of their current pay scale. With the gap identified, then company can make a decision. The next action is to establish salary based on the job grade and responsibility. add on additional compensation and benefit to the employee, and also proposal on yearly increment based on performance. Okay, next. For question 2, suggest 3 type benefit company could offer. This one we put in beside the pay scale. So the number 1 is flexible working environment, as the benefit will attract Gen Z and give more annual leave to senior employee. For point number 1, flexible working arrangement. For second is employee allowance. Employee allowance such as responsibility allowance, direct compensation, knowledge and competency, and new skill they have. So we give a responsibility allowance like what competency they have and new skill they have, and transport allowance, phone, and etc. And next is healthcare insurance or coverage. So this is indirect compensation. So we suggest to provide health card and also limit of the coverage to employee based on the year of service. So next. So why training is required for compensation management? First, to understand the process of shaping a total reward strategy from benefit plan to well-being of the employee, and dive into the job evaluation and grading process and study various aspects of pay. Next is discover how sale composition impact of the business and how company to define the pay structure, and interpret data to identify pay gaps and draft an action plan toward pay equality. This one is all the point for the training that be attended by Adam. Okay, next. Next presenter, Soleh.
Yeah, hello. Thanks, Faisal. For this question, do you think the company should conduct review and pay attention on compensation and reward to Adam? To say yes or not, a lot of things they should take as consideration. However, we could simplify the element to 3 categories. Package that come together with employee, 2, impact and opportunity to company and organization, and 3, employee performance. Next. Next slide. Okay. Based on this case, we agreed to increase the compensation. The amount is subject company financial and labor market to ensure not overpaid to the company. Details study should be done on this before finalize it. Next. Of course, this positive and negative impact will happen. However, the proper plan and strategy, the negative impact is manageable. For example, in unfair to another senior employee, it's not necessary senior will be take more higher paid, but the responsibility and impact of the employee to company should be considered more than that. Next, I over to Faizul. Faizul.
Guys, next group 5 also waiting to present. So please continue. Anyone can read, please read.
Hello,
Thanks.
hello, 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 hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
dengar,
dengar,
hear
dengar.
you.
Yeah.
Dengar.
Sorry. All right. I'll continue with the question number 5. Why is compensation so important? First and foremost, it will attract and retain the talents. Competitive compensation package are essential for attracting top talents to the organization. A well-structured compensation strategy can contribute to retain valuable employees, reducing the turnover and also the promoting employee loyalty. The second thing is enhance motivation and increase performance. Compensation serves as a powerful motivator. Performance-related bonus, incentive, and rewards encourage employee to excel in their roles, contribute to increase productivity and overall company success. The third is to give job satisfaction to employees. Fair and competitive compensation is a significant factor in employee job satisfaction. When employees feel rewarded for their effort, they are more likely to be satisfied with their job, leading to higher morale and also positive workplace culture. The last but not least is to increase company business reputation. Organizations that commit to the employee well-being and fair compensation are more likely to be viewed as ethical and socially responsible, which can help build trust and loyalty among stakeholders. Company that offer better compensation will be the top chosen company that people will look for the job. It will increase the brand of the company.
Okay, Faisal, wait. Okay, those who are having issues, you can leave now. Okay, Faisal, start.
Okay, all right. Next page. Okay, next I will answer for the question number 6. First and foremost, we like to know what is MBO. MBO is a management by objectives. Is a process in which a manager and an employee agreed on specific performance goals and then develop a plan to reach them. MBO process identify an employee main objective, which are later graded with a group input. This help the management to see their accomplishment in connection to the company top priorities as they carry out their tasks. Okay, from this case study, they should implement this process MBO for the compensation and reward system. Why? Because of first is for performance improvement to help Adam and shareholder to see the performance and status of accomplishment in connection to the company goals. The second is to have a sense of identity, respect employee, have a proud and loyalty to the company. MBO can give the employee a great sense of identity with the company by highlighting their contribution. Employee may feel proud that they have involved in the goals of the organization and become more productive employees. Third is to promote career growth opportunity. Employee have the opportunity to enhance their career under MBO management style. Effective management takes an interest in improving, enriching the skills employees and provide many opportunities for this type of training to happen. The fourth is to have a career focus to the employees. MBO can also help create a focus on a specific career path, highlighting their importance in the company. So how this MBO gives significant outcome towards the case? This is to set, first is to set awareness and mutual understanding of employees and management towards the goals and mission of the organization. The second is to have an employee will be more focused on performance goals and will be more productive and effective. The last is to have a employee improvement motivation. To achieve this, first task should be aligned with the organization objective and goals, execute, evaluated, and being rewarded. This will boost the self-confidence and also motivation to the employee, which their value and contribution in the company being recognized and appreciated by management. So it's really important for employee to understand the organization planning to synchronize the action and performance towards one same goals. Okay, next slide, Faiza.
Okay, I will answer the question number 7. Solution for compensation and rewards. The first one is enhancement of the current salary and offer better opportunity to the employees. For the example, increase the current salary about 5% for all level and also provide the interim allowance such as housing and etc. So the point number 2 is conduct compensation review and market research on benefit in the same industry and upgrade current benefit based on the market practice. Such as give a attractive bonus and also incentive, and also people in Malaysia like annual leave, so maybe can add additional leave above the employment acta. So, and then number 3, communicate openly with employees about the compensation review process and explain the factors. So by using the various channels such as email, town hall, and also online resources. So number 4 is offer career advancement for the senior employees.
which is identify talent employee for evaluate their performance. So this assessment might be based on KPI objective, and then also get input from their manager and colleague as well. So number 5 is a executive development program to offer comprehensive training and valuable skills and increase their value to the organization. So consists of the training, leadership, strategic planning, and emergency industry trends. So the next slide. So recommendation. So number 1 is employee feedback and engagement, which is maybe the company organize quarterly town hall to discuss problem and active involve staff in decision making. So, or maybe they can create a feedback mechanism such as a voice box. So this can help identify which area need more improvement. So number 2 is recognition, which is give the staff focus recognition, and also for the long staff, maybe we can give them a long service award. So and number 3 is a retention program. So for the retention program, develop an attractive package for employees to attract employees to stay loyal in the organization. So maybe can then a social event and also the team buildings. So the employees can know better about their employer and also their bosses as well. So number 4 is a career advancement. So priorities internal employees for any suitable vacant to promote career growth for the senior employees, and also provide the continuous training to help employees become better to their jobs. And the last one is offer flexible working hours and work from home. This is a method beyond traditional workplace. Since COVID, I think many company also offer this working environment, so so they can work enjoy easy, and potential for the road accident also less. So finish from my side. So any question?
Okay, no question. Next group.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 5. I'm Joyce. Today, now we are presenting about the case study. It's about the HR compensation and the salary institute. So in this case study, Adam Tai is an employer of the manufacturer intern. Adam Tai emphasize on the training the new employee, but however, in the same time, the training budget also be highest in each year. So at the same time, the senior employee, they are also going to start losing in the company. And this is because their competitor giving a high salary, and the main point is about the senior employee get the same salary with the new employee coming up. So in this case study, we just going to start for the first question. Okay. Okay, for the question is based on this case study. We are recommend and then to two way to settle the problem. The first problem is to introduce the compensation review. Like the Adam, they need to start evaluate the market salary, how much they pay for the manager, employee, and the senior, and then we compare back for the salary now we are paying, and make sure the gap between the market price is become lower. And the other ways is implement the merit-based system. For this merit-based system is about the employee salary is paid based on the performance, skill, ability, and the experience. So for this situation, like the senior manager or senior employee, they need to pay based on the level their reach and experience. So this will be fair for all the employee, and the senior employee will not be lost for in this company. So I will pass to Ricky to the next slide.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So let's discuss question number 2. Three types of benefit that a company could offer for the employees. So to enhance employee satisfaction and retention, the company could offer the benefit, three benefit. The first one, they can organize health and wellness program. They can provide comprehensive health insurance, wellness initiative, and gym membership to promote employees' physical and mental well-being. It is relatively cheap to provide because employee needs a very option. Consider providing choices such as lump sum, multiple of income, or the option to purchase additional coverage through a group plan. The second benefit, the organization can encourage professional development opportunities. The company can offer financial support for this continued education, workshop, and certification to encourage skill enhancement and career growth. If company cannot support full tuition expenses, they can also offer to split the cost of ongoing coursework. So the third one, company can implement flexible working hours or remote work option to support work-life balance, demonstrating a commitment to employee personal needs. Company should also consider to accommodate flexible start and stop hours, compressed work weeks, and part-time hours to support this arrangement. So I'll pass to my next colleague for next discussion.
Hi, my name is Alia. So I'm gonna present on discussion 3. So in this discussion, we're trying to understand why training is required for the compensation management in Adam case. So the first point that we would like to highlight here is training could equip Adam with the right knowledge and to conduct a comprehensive review on the current compensation structure. So by this, Adam will be able to identify the current compensation gap that they are experiencing in the company and how they can improvise on that. And the next point that I would like to highlight is that by training, it could help Adam to understand the importance of aligning the company's pay structure. And from this, Adam can understand the market value and also the current industry standard for compensation management. And the next one, training can also help Adam to make informed decision and also improve the overall compensation of the company. By this, it can also retain the employees and reduce the high turnover rate for the company. And next, I pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Ferdinand. For discussion number 4, do you think the company should conduct review and pay attention on compensation and rewards? Yes, on the positive perspective, yes, we think the company should conduct a review and pay attention.
Kindly summarize it.
So it is because when employees are adequately compensated, they feel motivated and their morale remains high. As a result, employees are more likely to find their job satisfying, which in turn drive them to deliver their work to the best of their abilities. Hence, this will not only improve company productivity and competitiveness, but also increase employee retentions and loyalty, as employees are less likely to leave the company if they are being paid fairly. So on the negative perspective, I pass to Mahens to present. Mahens, are you there? Okay, never mind, I continue. So on the negative perspective, those long-serving employees who feel they are not properly rewarded might feel undervalued due to inequality and leave the company. The absence of long-serving employees might create a sense of uncertainty and insecurity among the remaining employees, When these employees are absent, as a result, it can lead to decrease in morale and productivity as the remaining employees become unsure about the company's futures. So that's it. Discussion number 4. For the next discussion, I pass to my next colleague to present.
Yeah, hi guys. For number 5, in Adam's Tan case, a conversation with his finance manager highlighted the critical oversight of compensation within his company. Despite fostering a positive work environment, neglecting a competitive compensation strategy resulted in the departure of experienced employees. This sheds light on the paramount importance of compensation for various reasons. Firstly, fair compensation directly impacts attraction and retention. The lack of competitive pay led skilled individuals to leave for better offers, revealing its pivotal role in retaining talent. Secondly, Compensation Act has a powerful motivator. Neglecting it advertently undermines the motivation of long-term employees, impacting their commitment on the company. Linked closely to compensation, job satisfaction suffered when employees like Jane Wong felt undervalued due to salary disparities affecting their dedication to the workplace despite its positive aspect. Additionally, fair compensation significantly influences productivity. When employees feel recognized and fairly compensated, it drives them to perform better, ultimately impacting the company's operational efficiency. Lastly, a robust compensation structure is vital for maintaining a competitive edge. Companies offering competitive compensation packages attract and retain top talent, securing their position in the industry. That's all from me.
Hello. Next, I will do question 6 is about the question asking whether the MBO process should be implemented to manage this compensation and reward system. Yes, because this process is a goal setting and performance management approach which align the individual and the team objective with the overall organizational goal. So when the employee understand and know how their performance will be evaluated, then it will create a transparency in the compensation and reward system. The next is this process emphasizes on the measurable outcomes because it connects the compensation and rewards to the achievement of the specific objective, which provide a fair and transparent basis to assess an individual's or the team contribution to the organization's success. The next is motivation and accountability. This prospect is the earning reward based on the accomplishment of agreed upon objective, where the employee will be more committed when they see a direct impact between their performance and the potential compensation that they will be received, which in turn will enhance their accountability in job. Then is flexibility and adaptability. It allows for the adjustment to the objective as circumstances change. Aligning the compensation and rewards with changing objective can ensure that employee will be recognized and incentivized to adapt into the new challenge. Next is the continuous improvement. This process involves regular feedback and also performance review, which will provide opportunity for employees to improve and develop their skills. With this, the organization encourage a culture of continuous learning and development. Last one is the merit-based compensation, which is an approach, meritocratic approach to the compensation, where the reward are based on actual performance and contribution rather than like seniority or other factors which involve. So in short, the significant outcome of this MBO to the case is that it can improve the compensation and reward system, the current compensation and reward system issue in the company, which Adam is currently facing now, and also the employees are recognized and compensated based on their achievement with merit system, which it will lead to a fair and unbiased system, more structured, and it acts as a motivational factor to other employees to achieve the organizational goal and objective. That's all from me. I'll pass to my next colleague, Param. Thanks.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Param here.
For the question number 7, as a human resource manager, it will conduct a thorough compensation review, ensuring alignment with the industry standard, and will be implementing a transparent performance system. Additional benefits such as a professional development program which can enhance overall job certification and monitor industry compensation trends to stay competitive by adjusting pay scales, and a feedback mechanism for employee to voice out their concerns and or suggesting regarding compensations. Next slide. As an overall summary, Adam Tan as a company owner is employee senior employee attrition despite the positive culture, and then we will as a finance manager reveal a salary inequity issue which is impacting a long-term employee. Adam decided to have a discussion with the HR manager on the all the issues, and then as a solution come out with the to include a comprehensive compensation and merit-based system pay, additional benefit health program and flexible work arrangement are suggested, and the case underscore the needs of balance or friendly work environment with a competitive compensation to retain experienced staff. So that's all from Group 5. Thank you.
Okay,